All right, man. Welcome to another BS sessions. What's up, everybody?
Hey,
Mark,
Mark. Hey,
what's
Mark.
up?
How's it going?
Good. Jerry, who do we have tonight?
We got, you got the usual suspects. We got our triplet, Charles Trainer from across the pond. And we got you, of course. What are you drinking tonight, man?
Fucking rum. I ran out of whiskey, but I still have some Captain Morgan.
Okay. And the two important people we got on the show, we've got Andy Rodriguez from the Black Spinner Circle podcast,
Hey, everybody.
Back to Mitt Baseball podcast, Gridiron Smackdown podcast, which I did with him. It's a lot of fun. Enjoy it. I'm looking forward to the playoffs. That should be fun. And then we got from the Be Cool or Be Podcast Out, Al Horta. Always great having you guys on, man. How you guys doing?
Good.
Doing good. Thanks for having me again, man. This is a blast.
Dude, for us, it's our pleasure, man. All right, Mark, what we got on the BS list, man?
Well, before we get into our BS, we're doing an AcDc 11-track ultimate album. So it's kind of a hard album to do if you're a huge AcDc fan, but we'll get into that when we get into that. But we got some BS, but before we BS, let's say goodbye to the lost. We lost Robin Bachman, the drummer of Bachman Turner Overdrive. We lost Robbie Knievel, the freaking Evil Knievel's son. I guess I didn't even know about that dude. I just go, what? He had a son? I was like, damn, but a lot of people liked him and a good guy, I guess. And then the last one, David Crosby, died today. So, Charles, what do you think about that?
It sucks ass, man. Robbie Knievel, yeah, he jumped the canyon.
Oh,
Yeah, completed his dad's dream to jump
Yep.
over the canyon.
Yeah.
And David Crosby, yeah, man. I mean, I don't want to say nothing out of pocket. Man, that's it's sad. It's always sad when people pass away, man. I mean, we got to skip one of these weeks.
yeah.
And just say it. And here you go. Okay, let's go. Because I mean, it's sad.
It
So
is.
What about you, Al?
Well, about Crosby, I liked a lot of Crosby, Still Nash, and even Young, and some great songs, man, timeless songs. I mean, obviously, growing up as a young kid, I heard a lot of those songs on the radio. Some of the greatest vocal harmonies put down the record by those guys. I'm not really going to go into David Crosby as a person. He was very opinionated. He was very, he didn't have a lot of nice things to say. Let's just keep it at that. But he still put his mark on music. So, I mean, he was 81, so he's starting to get up there. And I mean, he was never in the best of health. I mean, didn't he have like a liver transplant or something like that?
And like hepatitis C and a lot of different.
So and didn't he have a kid with
Unless
yes, yeah.
I think after it was his wife that had it, though, correct?
yeah, yeah, you're right.
He was just a sperm donor or whatever, right? Yeah. So anyway, but it still sucks to lose, icons and stuff. But the only gripe I had about him is, he said something bad about Eddie Van Halen that I didn't particularly like. So it's hard for me to kind of feel sorry for his death. But still, the music is there. I like the music, and that's all that counts. So, but I will say rest in peace, David Crosby. So, as far as Robbie Knievel, yeah, I think he broke a lot of his dad's records. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I read up a little bit about him. I remember as a kid seeing Evil Knievel, though. He was like the ultimate, So, but yeah, I mean, he was in his 60s, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it sucks, man. I mean, 60s is still young, So, what do you have, cancer or something?
I don't remember. I just.
Anyway, rest in peace to him. Another daredevil. Those guys don't live too long anyway. So.
Right.
dude, the stress level of them guys must be like through the fucking ceiling, man. It's like, how can you live long, like, when you're doing shit like that? You're a daredevil, it's like stuntman and shit. So anyway, that's what I got.
What about you, Jerry?
Before I mention this, I want to mention another one that died for all the wrestling fans out there. Jay Briscoe was killed in a car crash. He was only 38.
He was only 38, yeah.
He was a baby. But as far as David Crosby, and like Al said, he wasn't a very nice. I wasn't a huge fan of them. Like I said, I like one song from them, Southern Cross. Other than that, I don't really care for them. But it's always sad for the family and whoever knows them. I mean, it's never cool thing when somebody dies. And Robbie Knievel, man. I mean, I watched a couple of his shows, man. There's some cool shit that he did, man. It's sad that he didn't die the way that a stuntman like him should die, but if there is a good way to die. Yeah, it's sad. I mean, him and his dad were legendary, man. It was like him and his dad and Bigfoot, man, the truck, growing up. It's sad, and rest in peace to all those three we mentioned.
All right. Nobody really talked about Robin Bachman, and I know Andy, you're a big fan of his.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Bachman Turner Overdrive. Not only was Robin the drummer, he was also the one that came up with a gear logo that's very famous with BTO. It's on the cover of Four Wheel Drive. He was with the band from when they were Brave Belt, because they were Brave Belt between the Guess Who and BTO. They were Brave Belt, and he was the drummer for there too. But he was with BTO all through the 70s. I think he left like in 79. So he was there for their heyday and for the remnants of it. And when they got back together, he was in or out. But yeah, what a big loss to the BTO family. And he was also the youngest of all the brothers, because there were three of them. And Robin was the youngest one. And, may he rest in peace. And the same thing with Robbie Knievel. That dude really did do his father's legacy right by following in his footsteps and doing what his father would have done if his father was his age. And I remember, I think it was on Fox channel back in the 90s when they showed his jumps on a regular basis. So that was cool to watch. I remember I was so excited to see stuff like that. So rest in peace, them. That's all I really.
You guys ever watch The Simpsons where Homer's at a Bachman Turner Overdrive concert and they said, we're going to play a song from our new album, and Homer goes, no, taking care of business. No, taking care of business. We don't want no new music. That was one of the best Simpsons ever.
Yeah.
And then we get to, I just want to bring this up because this just came on before the show. A German metal festival bans artists from using backing tracks from the live show. What do you think about that, Andy?
Hey man, I'm kind of iffy about it because different people want to hear different things at live shows. I like to hear a whole live show, and I like to hear sometimes there's a mistake, and you praise them, but there's a lot of fans out there that want to hear songs just like what's on the radio. So it's hard to say because different people have different tastes when they go see shows. I like to see a raw concert. I like to see the real thing, but people are different, and when people see the real thing, sometimes they complain because it's not what they expected.
Charles, what do you think about that?
Fuck yes.
Raven's playing it.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Fuck the Apes. I'm with it.
So I guess Kiss ain't going to that.
No, they won't be there. Hell no. Or Def Leppard.
Def Leppard don't use backing tracks.
Shit.
Well, for the Gods of War, like the bombs and explosions,
You ain't
but not
heard Rick
their
Allen
vocals.
drumming since his stereo been out, I guess.
All right, so you like it, Charles? Anything else to say about it?
No, man.
Okay.
Live.
Al, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I'm all about it, man. it's all good to me, man. I think it's a good thing. And I was listening to Eddie Trunk actually when he talked about it, and he was, obviously he was ecstatic. He was the one thing he was ecstatic about was he was kind of glad like an actual promoter called that out, and he's because promoters are all about the money. They don't give a shit if you're using backing tracks, none of that crap. The fact that there's a promoter that's actually putting on a show that has no demands, like no backing tracks, it's actually pretty refreshing to be honest with you. So yeah, no, I'm cool with that, man. It's getting out of hand with some of this shit. You know what I mean? There's just too many bands falling into that. I mean, there's the pop world that's kind of expected in that world, but I mean, rock and roll, dude. You want to go there and you want to hear them playing. I want to hear fuck ups. I want to hear shit like that, dude. That's what makes it great. You know what I mean? So that's what I got on that one.
What do you think about it, Jerry?
I've never been a big fan of backing tracks, but I guess sometimes it's necessary. Like Al said, in pop music, definitely. I mean, I like to see a raw concert, like Andy said. Like I saw Meatloaf on his last tour, and his voice was shot, but at least it was his voice. You know what I mean?
It was real.
I know what's so cool about it. I mean, but see, it's the damned if you do, damned if you don't thing with him. Take Paul Stanley, for instance. It's like, his voice is shot, but if he didn't have the backing vocals, it would sound like shit, and vice versa. People get on him, either way. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but I prefer the terrible voice over than backing tracks. But I can see why people like the backing tracks. I guess I don't know. Just my opinion.
I just have an observation about that Kiss backing track stuff because everybody knows Paul Stanley sings like shit, right? His backing tracks aren't even good enough to cover up his shit singing.
Well, here's the thing with that. At least act like you're singing and don't fuck up and miss the cues when they come up, He's like going away from the microphone and you still hear his voice. It's like, oh, whoops,
But if they were good at using backing tracks, you wouldn't even hear that Paul was bad, right?
He's recording shitty backing tracks to
So I had a lot of respect for him.
To make it authentic.
I had a lot of respect for Meatloaf. I mean, his voice sucked at the end of his career, but he was out there still doing it at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. Fucking especially for the vocals, man.
Yeah, and he got shit. And he got shit on a lot for his voice the last few years of his career.
All right, man. Anything else, Jerry?
No, I'm good, man.
All right, and then we move on.
I cut you off. I almost cut you off again, Mark. No, I think I cut you off, Mark. Did you
it's okay. I wanted that to be a back and forth. It was questions.
Oh, okay.
That was my segment. I was like, I wanted to shit on Kiss a little bit because you.
You can shit on whenever you can, right?
So whenever you can.
I like 70s Kiss, so I'm cool.
I do they're coming out with another soundboard album this year too, so I'm kind of looking forward to that.
I know all you Kiss nerds, man. When that comes out, man, it's like soundboard. Look, new soundboard. Look, new soundboard.
And it's the same song on every album. It's the same song on every album.
It's so sickening. It's like the fucking 20 shows that fucking Pearl Jam did.
Yeah.
I have so many bootlegs of them already. Anyway, I mean, when these soundboards come out, it's like, oh yeah, fucking, I had that shit. I had that shit fucking years ago, bro. You know what I mean?
Someday Nine Arm will come out with a bunch of soundboards. The same way. So
And when it comes to
I'll lick it up.
Hey
man, I'd love to hear some earlier live Def Leppard recordings.
They won't put that out
on the box set.
Yeah, but they don't like to put that out much because it's actually good.
The early years, it's on the box set. There's a whole show.
They'll put out
live with Pete Willis. It's with Pete Willis.
Put out the stadium tour soundboard.
I love that show you said you saw, Mark, when they came out. They didn't announce themselves as Def Leppard, and they did all Def Leppard.
Oh, Dead Flatbird. Yeah,
Def Leppard. That would have been awesome, Steve.
Yeah,
real Def Leppard stuff.
Yeah.
Did Rick Allen have a prosthetic arm when he did the?
Oh God! How did this turn into Kiss Def Leppard bashing? I'll never know. But let's get to another guy who likes to get bashed. At least divides everybody. This is Sammy Hagar's corner, man.
Oh, really? Really? Wait a minute.
There we
Wait
go,
a
Charles. Let's hear it.
Second. Yeah.
Stop the show. Let's go.
There you go. The Mark Daly Van Hagar News of the Week. And I found it this week. That's right. What was it, Mark? What did he say? What did he say? I forgot.
He said he went on to say that he made his own decisions without putting too much emphasis on a commercial aspect of the music.
Bullshit. I mean,
no, it was something else. He said he doesn't do stuff for money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what he said. Yeah. Don't
just
try to
do stuff for money.
whitewash it. There you
let's
go.
dumb it down.
Van Hagar defending.
I wasn't done. He says my gut really
Yeah.
guides me. He says if I feel something's right, I'll do it. If I don't do it. I'm not interested in doing things just for money. And I think that's part of the success. I'm passionate about what I choose to do with my time. There you go.
He's passionate. Did you listen? Well, you did listen to that circle bullshit and liked it.
Oh, dude, I might be going again in March before Rockin'
Good.
Pod.
Ooh, he's going to Rockin' Pod.
I'm going to Rockin' Pod.
I think you said
It's
Hagar.
May 4th up here in the casino up again. It's a great theater, Yamava Theater, dude. So good.
There you go. Fuck yeah, man. What does he just play? I Can't Drive 55 over and over
Oh,
again.
dude, he plays a lot of deep tracks, dude. I
What
saw
deep
them,
tracks?
dude. He doesn't
Deep
play
shit
just.
tracks?
Huh? It just sucked when Michael Anthony sang by himself. I didn't need to hear that. Dude, old Van Halen track. Michael Anthony is a harmonist. He can't sing lead.
He doesn't do things for money.
Yeah.
That's like Gene Simmons saying that. You get hit by life.
But Gene
Come on.
Simmons does it better, doesn't he?
I guess. I don't
at least
know.
Gene admits he's a freaking money hound, man.
Yeah.
So,
Honest with himself, and he's not just living off another guy's band the rest of his life, but whatever. But goddamn Sammy Hagar. I don't know. Hey, I found the news. I mean, that's fucking ironic and horseshit. He doesn't do things for money. Does he give all of his tequila? What kind of alcohol he makes?
He makes
Cabo
Santo
Wabo?
tequila now. No,
It's good,
he
though,
sold
man.
Cabo Wabo. He makes Santo with Guy Fieri and Rick Springfield.
it's good shit, man. I love it. So
Santo?
I can't deny that. No, the tequila he has.
Oh, he
San Diego
doesn't.
tequila.
Oh, the Santo tequila?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his new tequila.
That shit that comes out in the blue bottle. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah,
It's
Cabo
fucking
Wabo went
amazing.
downhill. He doesn't own it anymore. So
Oh, okay.
the quality
It
went
comes in
down.
a blue bottle. It's tequila and it's fucking awesome. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
How much
Santo?
is he giving? How much
It's
is
too
he
expensive for
giving
me to buy, so I don't.
Oh,
buy
it's
it.
like $60 a bottle. Fuck that
How
shit.
much are you giving to charity for that?
I don't know, dude. How
Probably.
much does any artist give to charity unless you're Bono?
People give to charity from selling alcohol.
What? Bono makes money off of charity.
Bono gives money to more to charity than any of these artists. I don't think Bruce Springsteen gives anything to charity.
Now Bono is a true humanitarian. He really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was charitable. He gave us a free U2 album.
Fuck off. All right. What do you think about this, Andy?
What about Bono being a
Hagar.
humanitarian? I love
Sammy
it.
Hagar.
If he does things for money or he does, it really doesn't bother me. Just as long as he keeps the music cranking, I'm happy with that.
I love the last album, man. Crazy World. Get it at your local record store, y'all.
Or don't.
If you happen to miss it, don't worry about it. Don't double back or anything.
Oh,
It's
what do
all
you think of this?
I'm here for the Chuck Charles comments, man.
I need to get a little drum set. Go.
That's
Rip
why I
shot.
want that soundboard so bad.
Dude, I could do it live. I get a little desktop. I used to have one in the beginning of Freeform. I used to go, you hit the symbol and
run
shit.
out to your record store for that shit.
You can go on to the next story, bro. That's fine, man.
Okay, what do you think about it, Jerry? I don't want to leave you out of this.
You know what? In all fairness, he's been around since what, the early 70s?
Yep.
Far
Yeah.
too long.
He can
Far too long.
fucking, I guess he can, I don't know, has the right to say something like that. I don't know. Maybe he earned the right to, I don't know. I don't fucking know or care. I am a Sammy Hagar solo fan. I couldn't stand him with a Van Halen. like I said, I'm embarrassed of the fact that I love that New Circle song that you gave me.
Dude, you didn't listen to the whole album. Crazy.
I don't want to because I'll probably like it and I'll be
You
ashamed
will.
of myself. I'll be breaking out the White Claw next week if I do. But
See, you
Oh, come on.
I haven't said anything about White Claw in over a week.
well,
You
that's
just
what-
brought
that
it
was-
up.
well, you'll bring it back again. I know you will. So,
Well,
but anyway, you know
I don't
what?
want to burn it out. So
I don't. There's not too many artists that don't do things for free anymore. So
Oh well,
I
yeah.
call-
I mean,
I
that's
call
their
bullshit.
job. They're supposed to get. They're supposed to make money. That's their job. I mean, come on.
I agree.
Yeah, it's supposed to make money, dude. Dude, it's like
Yeah.
a job. Are you gonna go to your job? Say, hey, man, you don't need to pay me. I'm doing this for
Yeah.
charity, man.
Now,
fucking
in all fairness,
I'm not gonna punch him today.
because of his name, he has, you know, the power of choice at least to see what he wants to do. At least, you know what I mean. But other than that, you know, fuck.
Us
It's
smart
for
ones
money.
don't- Us
I-
smart ones don't give him our money. The smart ones.
I give my
him-
money. I'll see him live. I've seen him live. I love him.
Yeah, you're keeping him alive.
Yeah,
Stop.
fuck yeah.
Stop.
I'm a proud fucking Sammy Hagar fan. You know,
Yeah, I
That's
think
what I
I've
love
seen
about-
him at
that's
least
what I
5
love
times.
about-
Dude,
I
he
love it.
still
That's
has
what I
a
love about
voice.
Mark.
He sings better, way better than David does. That shit that David Lee Roth is releasing is just
I
stop
agree.
trying to
That-
fix. You did perfect Van Halen songs. Why are you ruining them?
Dave's voice is shot.
Now,
Why is
I'm
he rooting to do Van Halen songs?
I was thinking about this the other day, and I think a lot of people don't like Van Hagar because it was good back then, but it has not aged as good as the Roth years.
I
agree
didn't care
with
for
that.
it when
I
it came
didn't
out.
like it immediately,
Yeah.
but
Oh.
there are some that probably felt that way.
Yeah, I'm on the short bus compared to everybody who hates Sammy Hagar, so I'm okay. I'll stay on the special ed bus. It's fine with me.
But I'll say probably anybody else that took that spot probably would be hated too. So you know, Dave's a hard act to follow.
Well, yeah, but I like
Yeah,
Sammy
but
before I liked Van Halen.
Can you
so-
imagine if Patty Smythe was able to take over that job? Jeez.
No, that
I
was
want,
horrible.
dude. I want to interject one thing about the whole. You know, everybody's like, "Oh, when Dave left, and fucking there shouldn't have been a Van Halen." It's the fucking two brothers. It's their last name, right? What are you gonna expect them to do? Like, not fucking make music anymore? They're
Oh, I
gonna
agree
get
with you
somebody
on that.
else. They were
Mhm.
gonna get somebody else regardless anyway, and it's still gonna be Van Halen. It's not like it's an eight. Like, who am I thinking of here? Like Motley Crue or like these other bands that like iconic lead singers have left and they get replaced. A lot of people are like, well, you should have just changed the name. It's not that easy with Van Halen. They couldn't change their name. It's their last fucking name. It's their band. You know what I mean? I will say Dave ran that band though, and he made that name what it was. All right. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
a lot of it was his ideas.
He pushed.
I mean, if it wasn't for him, then Eddie and Alex would have still been playing backyard parties for the rest
Yeah.
of their
Oh,
lives.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I agree.
So Dave
I love
Dave
the
was
Six Pack.
Dave was the engine of that band. He was the think tank. He came up with all the ideas. And when Dave left, and even when Sammy came in, Sammy ran the band then. The brothers always needed somebody to kind of like run shit for them because Eddie was just concentrating on the music. Well, he couldn't. That's why when Sharon came in, that band went fucking haywire because all of a sudden Eddie ran the band. It fucking ran into the ground, to be honest with you. And all those years, like there was no activity, nothing, because nobody was running the band. Sharon ain't gonna come in there and call the shots. You know what I mean?
No.
He wasn't like he didn't have that mentality. Whereas like
It
Sammy
wasn't enough.
was already like a strong personality in his own right. So he, whether you liked it or not, he ran the band in his era. Dave ran the band in his era. So, but as far as like, Van Halen should have ended after Dave left is a bunch of bullshit because it wasn't going to happen. Now, whether you like it or not, then you didn't have to fucking be on board with it. Like Charles, like he ignored it, which is his right. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to like it. I liked it. I mean, it wasn't the same, but it was still great stuff to me. I liked it. I went to their shows. I went to their concerts. I had fun. I wish I would have seen Van Halen in their heyday, the original band, but like I said in the previous episode, I was supposed to. I begged my brother for tickets to the 1984 tour, and he couldn't get them because they were like the hottest band, bro. It was like
Oh, that album.
At that time.
So, but anyway, that's my rant on that. So.
I hear what you say, and I'll give Sammy one thing. It isn't like, Eddie wanted to go more keyboardist, I think, in my opinion. So you can't blame Sammy for that. But I just did not like.
I think he wrote lyrics to what Eddie was writing with the music. So if the music is poppy, Sammy's going to write fucking silly lyrics.
When I think of Van Halen, I think, Dave. It's like, one break coming up, those little things like I reach down between my legs, and that's fucking Van Halen.
Yeah, no, dude, I agree, like 100%.
I agree with you, but I do like the Sammy shit. I call it shit as a, thing to say, hey, it might be shit to you, but I like it.
But like I said, I think whoever followed Dave would not have been welcomed by the true Van Halen, peeps out there. So I'll give Sammy that much. But I've never been the fan of the Hagar era Van Halen.
All right, man. Anybody else got anything to say on this? Move on to our as the journey turns.
I'd rather talk about Sammy.
All right, this is like going back and forth, and B, because I love the show and I want to be not just giving shit out. I went and trolled fucking D.L. Sean's fucking Twitter. He said these stories are coming out are bullshit. So I'm like, first it says Journey members butt heads over Greg Raleigh's return. Neil Sean says now Greg Raleigh won't be part of the upcoming Journey tour. And then Neil comes out and says, this is going out to all the media and your postings today. Greg Raleigh is out. False! Where would you get this information? Ex-managers or PR stunt? What do you think about that, Andy?
I think Neil Sean is behind all this himself. I think he's putting out the bullshit stories. I think he's putting out the real stories. Earlier this week, his wife came out and said that half the band doesn't want Raleigh there. I think Neil Sean's behind all this crap just to keep Journey going. Because they released an album that Mark and others say that was good, but it really didn't make a dent in the media at all. So now he needs to keep talking, keep all these stories going. Because there's nothing about Journey going on right now, except for the yearly summer tour. I don't care if Greg Raleigh's there or not, because I'm not going to go anyway.
All
right, Charles.
I would go. Yeah. What do you think about it, Charles, as the journey turns?
Well, I was glad Andy pointed out Mark and others like that album you keep pushing down our throats. How great the new
have I sent you any videos of it?
Every week I say I don't care.
It's a good album, man.
But I never send you anything about it. I never force videos down your throat. You don't like it? No, I leave you alone. I don't bug.
Every week we
no, he doesn't.
Fucking Journey. Raleigh's in. Raleigh's not. He's suing this guy. That guy's not suing this guy. Man, I agree with Andy. Ever just bash Hagar than talk about these dudes, man. And he's probably right. He's putting this stuff out there.
Well, I didn't say bash Hagar.
This is bullshit. Where did this come from? You?
Exactly.
Fucking band like that. You go see them. Nobody cares about their new albums. You go see them sing. Don't Stop Believing. And Wheels on the Sky, all that shit. And that's it. That's all you care about anyway. They're a legacy act.
That put out a new album. Has Kiss put out a new album? At least they put out a new album, and it's actually rocking. I mean, Arnell is sounding like he's getting away from that Steve Perry clone, and he's sounding like himself now.
All these old guys got to put out new shit that nobody cares about. And
I do. Jerry does.
Look at Cheap Trick. Cheap Trick even said they don't give a shit if people buy it.
Cheap Trick's last shit was great. I love that album.
But when you go to Cheap Journey,
Cheap Trick alone.
Do you want to hear the new songs? Do you want to hear the new songs? Or do you want to hear the great songs?
I
If
listen
you're-
to all.
Well, you want to hear the new songs. You're gonna
Yes,
be
I want to
jumping.
hear new fucking
Yes.
tracks.
That's how
Oh,
you-
Journey.
Yeah,
Are you-
I
now
like
when
the new
you-
album Freedom. The new album
If you
Freedom
went to see
rules.
Nine Arm and they didn't play your Diamond Star Halos joints as much, or wait a
They
minute,
played
they did.
4 songs off that
did.
album, dude.
You were hype, right? That's what you were up for.
They played
Fuck,
4
man.
songs from it.
I
and they
know
were great.
that's what you got hyped for, right? You were the only person.
No,
in the
I
in the
like
same-
all eras of Def Leppard. Yes, I like
Yes.
I like the original Def Leppard with Willis and fucking up to
So,
fucking
you go see
Pyromania is their golden era. But I
So
fucking think Hysteria, they fucking changed shit and fucking that album rules. I'm not gonna
Absolutely.
fucking give up
No,
on
it
this.
didn't rule. It did not rule. And
Well,
then
to
when you're
you-
like, when you go to see Journey, you're gonna be jumping up and down. Yeah, I'm
Fuck
the only
yeah, I
person-
saw them with
I'm
Def
the only
Leppard.
person here
Last
that
time
knows
I
this
saw
song.
Journeys with the
Yes.
co-headlining Def Leppard, dude.
Yes, you're
I
gonna
have the
jump.
shirt.
Yes.
Next
Woo!
week I'm wearing my Journey Def Leppard shirt.
Journey Def Leppard. Oh Lord.
I saw them together, bitch.
Yeah, I don't
It was
know.
Yeah,
awesome.
bitch.
That don't
I
make
went to
you a
that tour.
bitch. First of all, you're the bitch that went. And second of all,
I enjoyed it.
nobody would be excited to hear the new fucking Journey songs at the show, but you. That's it. You'll be
Well, when
jumping. I know it.
But when
I'm
I go
Marco.
to when I go to an Aerosmith show,
Nobody
I want to hear the
cares.
deep tracks.
Exactly, just like Journey. Come on.
Well, I like the new shit. I like to hear a couple songs.
I saw Paul McCartney play
I,
some new
dude,
songs
if they
this time.
play Mother, Father, of all the songs, I'll just sit there and
cares?
we'll chill.
Saved by the
Yeah.
All right, Al, what do you think of this Journey shit?
The round is over.
Saved by the bell. Oh man. To the left and a right and a left. Ding ding ding. Saved by the bell.
I just like to say, since Charles has joined the show, man, it feels like a complete show, and fucking our numbers have been going up with this guy. So everybody give Charles Trainer a fucking clap, man.
That's what I feel about Charles. I feel like he's my bodyguard in a way because I can go behind him and say, "Yeah, Mark, take that."
Oh, you the man, Charles. You the man.
Yeah, for disagreeing with Mark. That's it.
Well, fuck, it'd be boring if
Nobody
you
goes to a Journey show now to hear the new songs, man. Nobody.
I like to hear at least 4 songs off
Yeah.
the new Journey album. I'm
All
telling
you
you.
gotta do is when the new song plays, see how many people are going towards the aisles to the bathroom.
I think for hardcore fans of a band, I think they like. I mean, we're
I do.
it's a small percentage because Journey's one of those bands that 95% of the people are going to hear the hits. There's
Right.
a small percentage of people that are hardcore Journey fans that want to hear some new stuff or a lot of deep. I mean, I like hearing like some deep tracks like from the 70s and shit. If they pull them out, that's
Deep
great for
track,
me. 'Cause I love that stuff. But here's a question for Charles, dude. Let's just say Oasis reunites and goes on tour, and
We
they
haven't
put
got
out a new
there
album. And they put out a new album. Do you want to hear like some new stuff?
We haven't got there yet. We'll get to that on a BS.
No.
topic.
I'm asking.
No, it's a BS topic. No,
Oh, okay.
But on Journey, I'm just saying, oh yeah, of course, deep cuts. When I see Paul McCartney do Letting Go, that ruled. When he did one of the new songs, Time to Go to the Toilet. Thank
He
you
did-
very much.
When I saw him, Ebony and Ivory was the toilet song.
Yeah. So I'm all excited.
Dude,
I'm
it was like
excited.
everybody, which the stadium emptied for Ebony and Ivory. I still have the Flowers in the Dirt tour. I saw that.
You mean when he played Ebony and Ivory, you went to the toilet and dropped an
Everybody
Ebony?
went to the toilet. There was a line. There were women and men.
You see, I would have loved to see Ebony and Ivory. When I saw him, I think it was My Funny Valentine that people started to go to the bathroom and go get a drink. But I would have loved to have seen him do Ebony and
Everybody has their
Ivory.
preferences,
That's when I saw, oh shit, there is a bathroom song.
Yeah.
So I'm like the whole forum emptied. Went to the restroom during that song. I don't think there was maybe like 4 people left. And then he
Like-
started singing "To Live and Let Die." Everybody's running back in.
Like Kiss, say yeah, say leave. It's time to go. Or modern day Delilah.
This could be an
Yeah, it's time to
episode
go.
like the top
Hey, I like
11
Modern Day
bathroom
Delilah.
songs.
Oh, dude, that was
Say-
awesome.
Top 11 go to the bathroom songs.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good topic.
That is a good one.
That's a good one. But
Top
let's
11
get to.
bathroom songs.
You guys got anything else to say about this? I got a topic that.
Yeah, I got a couple of things to say about it.
Okay, go for it.
I agree with Andy. I think Neil is doing this to kind of like keep the Journey name around. But when they mention half the band, the other half is Jonathan Cain. There's only 2 halves in that band, Jonathan Cain and Neil Schoen. Who gives a fuck what the other guys say? If they don't like it, they're gone. You know what I mean? But, you know, when they mention Greg Raleigh, with the true Journey fans, even the ones that go there that hear "Don't Stop Believing" would know what "Just the Same Way" is, or "Anytime Feeling That Way." Would they know those songs too?
Well, they
I hope
should.
Me?
I hope they do those songs, but would
I
they-
love Just the Same Way, man. I was showing people at work how, like, look, fucking Greg Raleigh starts and Steve Perry comes in with the highs.
I love that.
It was
I
a
love
great
Anytime.
blend of voices, man.
Yeah.
No, I love that, but you know, would the casual fan know those songs? You know,
Yeah.
and I
No,
agree
but-
with Charles. I mean, the average fan don't want to hear new Journey shit. I get that. Maybe 10% of the audience would like to hear a new Journey song. I get that. But you know, as far as the drama every week to it, you know, they're gonna end up having like 20 people on stage, I think, by the time this is over.
I hope Steve Perry's one of them
But you
with
know,
Arnell.
but to be perfectly fair, I've seen Journey the last couple times they've been in concert. They
Mhm.
fucking still sound amazing, dude.
Oh yeah, they sound great.
They bring the house down, they sell out arenas. So I'll go see them again because I'm a fan of the band and they sound great still. And I love Arnell. I'm an Arnell fan. You know, guy came from fucking homelessness to where he is now just from a YouTube video. So good for him. And I'm a huge Journey fan. So no matter what, I'll go.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I'm not going to get too much into that. I love the Jerry. What do you think of the new album? Real
Love
quick.
it.
Thank
Like
you.
I said, Arnell sounds like Arnell. He doesn't sound like Steve Perry. Doesn't
Yeah,
have to.
it's the first album. He doesn't sound like a clone. At least Journey is making new music, unlike Kiss. And then let's get to a subject near and dear to our fabulous co-host Charles Trainer. Noel Gallagher to get a divorce, in part to Oasis reunion rumor. What's going on here, Charles? What's the deets?
Well, that's debatable whether it's because of him talking about an Oasis reunion. There also came out another story. He got caught, which to me is amazing. I don't know what his wife does for a living other than being Noel Gallagher's wife, but social commentaries aside, I also read that he got caught partying at Glastonbury. So the reason why I say that is like he's not allowed to party. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, he's getting divorced, that's for sure. He's moved out of the mansion that he has. And we are close to the closest we've ever been to an Oasis reunion, much just like how Slash immediately happened to just want to reunite with Axl Rose and Guns N' Roses. Huh. Right, because he got left by his wife.
Pay, got to make money, man. Got to
Yeah.
recoup your losses.
Gotta pay.
You gotta
here's
pay that money.
One
But it
question,
is a
for you-
possibility.
one question, Charles. When they mention the Oasis reunion, they talk about the original, all the members of Oasis.
They're not
I
saying
doubt it.
that.
Well,
They're not-
the drummer plays in the Who now, and they're on their final tour, so that could
That
happen.
would be the last drummer, Zach Starkey. We're not talking about McCarroll or Alan White yet.
I know, but I'm just saying they probably get
Thing
Zach.
is, the High Flying Birds is actually the last lineup of Oasis minus Liam Gallagher and the bass player Andy Bell.
Isn't Bonehead in one of them?
Bonehead is with Liam.
Okay. I could see him.
But-
I could see him coming back to Oasis.
They could move Gam Archer on bass if they wanted to and have Noel.
Yeah.
Basically High Flying Birds is Oasis minus Liam and Andy Bell. It's the same lineup at the end of
Ah.
Oasis run. We are, if as an Oasis fan, yeah, we're the closest we've ever been. But then to yesterday, Liam tweeted, and he said it in Mancunian parlance, our kid, that's his brother, our kid is calling me begging for forgiveness. Should I or shouldn't I?
I saw that.
Which isn't going to help the matters any. Another news story came out. Noel was hanging out with Kate Moss to get over this divorce. So we'll see if the divorce actually goes through.
What a life these guys have, man.
Yeah. Now to answer Al's question, yeah, I want to hear a new Oasis song. Of course,
There you go. Boom.
because they're a good band.
You're a hardcore fan, dude.
I get it. I'm just teasing Mark. Of course.
Yeah, I
I
know.
would.
I know. Whenever
But-
I went to go see Rush, man, I look forward to always hearing like new stuff from that man because I
Oh,
love,
yeah.
I always followed them, every album and you know.
But there's
It's
a
the
limit.
last
though.
album was my favorite
Let's
album.
keep it real. Let's keep it real though. There is a limit though. I mean, like,
Yeah,
like I said, when I see Paul McCartney and he's doing all these new songs, the album went triple wood to begin with. Nobody cared, and we care about.
I
your
like
Beatles
Egypt
and Wing
Station.
stuff. We care. We love your Beatles and Wing stuff, man. That's what we want to see.
You didn't like Egypt Station?
Yeah, it's all right. I think Flaming Pie was his last great solo album.
You're
Well,
very pop.
I've seen Neil Young at least 5 times, and the 2 times that I went, he played a whole new album that had not been released yet. So that was a real treat for me to listen to a whole album from.
That would be
Right.
special. I get that.
because you're a super hardcore fan, dude. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
but you
That's
got
Same with Charles,
got-
man. You know, I don't hate Oasis. I just like to give Charles shit on him because I know he loves them.
I tell you what, man. If Oasis does a reunion tour, man, that would be a fucking big business, man.
If I hated
Yeah.
Oasis, I wouldn't have their CDs and a couple vinyls.
That's the thing. I don't care what anybody says. It could be just fortuitous that this is going on. But Noel's a student of the game, and I think he's looking at Noel's in his pushing his mid-50s now. Liam's 50.
Oh shit, I'm
They
older
probably
than
are
Liam.
looking at
52.
people. They're looking at people older than them, and they're like, "Ooh, they're starting to sound like shit." This might be the time to do it.
I
Guy with
did.
that- Well, I agree with Liam, where Liam's like, Noel loves money.
I did
This is a
see
good
Liam
time.
open for the Who, and he was really good. He put on a good show. But after like 6 songs, I go, "Is the Who coming yet?" His voice just gets like reverberates in my. I love him for the first 6 songs, and the 7th song, I'm like, yeah. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, I who knows? I mean, Noel could be looking at some of these older acts and being like, "Ooh,
yeah.
ooh, we still sound okay." Like, if this is time
Yeah.
to make money,
Dude,
let's do
If
this.
you lived in California and Oasis came to LA, we could go to the show together. I would go with you.
Oh, I'll be there anywhere.
Yeah,
I don't
I
care
know you
where.
will.
It'd be awesome, but over here it'd be stadiums.
Yeah.
I mean,
Of
I
course.
give it that. In the States, it would be they do Madison Square Garden typically. They're a lot bigger in New York than
LA.
other cities. Yeah, but they're probably a Hollywood Bowl there. I mean,
Yeah, Hollywood
and-
Bowl's pretty big, dude.
yeah. I mean, but they're not gonna do SoFi. No, they're they'll do Madison Square Garden.
In England, they'll be doing that though.
Oh yeah, they'll be doing
Yeah.
Network.
It-
They'll be doing.
It's like bands here, like Mr. Big, do stadiums across the pond, and so does Alter Bridge. It's like
They're like the game of football. They're big all over the world, and then when they hit the States, it's
well, because we all know America sucks with music right now. It's like you listen to WAP. You think they're gonna like good music? No, they just like anything. Music is basically background music for kids these days.
Yeah, it's background. It's not important to them
It's not
anymore.
important. They don't
It's,
look at the lyrics. They don't look at nothing. Al, do you have anything about the Oasis stuff?
No, Charles pretty much hit everything. I mean, he's the expert. I'd like to see an Oasis reunion because I fucked up the last time that they were. I had tickets for their Madison Square Garden show, and I think that was the first time they were playing Madison Square Garden. Was on that last tour, and
Wow.
I was unemployed at the time, and I kind of needed the money, and I sold the tickets. And in hindsight, I kind of wish I went now because then they broke up not too long after that. But if they reunite, man, I'd like to go see them. So that's really all I got on that.
Jerry?
Well, Charles mentioned, I was going to say, would they be that relevant in the States still, you think?
I think they would. I think enough time.
I think they're
enough
a
time
cult
if you
band.
will.
They're a cult band here now, so they would
But-
get a lot of play playing.
I
They
hate
could play arenas. I think Oasis could play arenas in certain cities.
but I hate the fact they're calling it a reunion.
I'm giving
It's a
Oasis
reformation.
Props. What
It would be a reformation like the Black Crowes. It's not really a reunion.
Black Crowes rule, dude. All
No,
you
I'm
need is
just-
Rich.
It's just the brothers. It's not the original
You
guy.
need Rich. All you need is Rich and the brother, man.
I get that,
Maybe
but
like-
it's not a
It'd be
reunion.
like Guns N' Roses.
It was
It's a
amazing.
reformation. In my
It'd be
opinion.
like Guns. It'd be
I
like
would have
Guns.
liked to have seen. I would have liked to have seen Mark Ford and Black Crowes
Yeah.
too. To be
Me
honest.
too. I
Donnie
agree.
Colt, all them guys, man, they're
Yeah.
fucking great musicians.
And the drummer.
Yeah, I played basketball with him actually. I can't think of his name either right now at the moment.
Steve
Yeah,
Gorman.
but
Who?
yeah, Steve
Gorman.
Gorman.
Steve
Yes,
Gorman.
yes,
Yeah.
But,
But
yeah,
he
He wrote a
He wrote-
book, and it wasn't
he-
not nice to the Robinson
Yeah,
brothers.
I think
No, not at all.
I think he burned his bridge. So
yeah, but still, it's not a really reunion. I think it's more like a reformation, in my opinion.
Yeah.
At least Twisted Sister, you can shit on them. At least they reformed with the original
Well,
5 guys.
I
We
think
can't do that anymore. But back in
I
the
think
past,
the original bass player is pretty much given up. Wigsy, I don't think he'll ever play in a band again. So I don't know that it's kind of like it would be like Guns N' Roses, probably a hybrid type deal where it's like
Yeah.
a particle.
Yeah.
But are those two like getting along, or there's like a loose cannons, man? What do you think?
There's no confirmation they've even spoke yet.
But what do you think? Though? Can't you see shit happening? Just two hating.
Well,
each other.
of course. They have a charting album of just them arguing.
That's true.
So, but a tour could be done, but it would have to be kept probably separate completely and
Yeah.
just on stage, and that's it. But who knows? I mean, I this divorce coming up could really push Noel. I mean, like, yeah, it's time to do this.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
get some money to pay the wife off.
we'll see what happens.
Right. And the alimony payment's coming, right?
Youngest kid is 13.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got a tough road to hoe in that regard. So we'll see what happens. And there's probably more to follow with that, what he actually did.
Yeah, I hope it turns into Oasis news and Journey news.
But she doesn't she hates Liam though. So I mean, he could have said something about maybe it's time to get back together and
Well, I mean, the Robinsons brothers were the same way in Black Crowes, but they managed to do it. I guess maybe they can. I guess I don't know.
funniest,
Well, the Fogarty
funniest
brothers
thing,
never fucking.
the funniest
made
thing
up.
is that the Oasis and Black Crowes did a tour together, and it was called the Tour of Brotherly Love because
Yeah.
of the
It got
Never
canceled.
started banding with your brother. Never ends up well.
Well, yeah, the Kinks, except for Van Halen, ended up really well.
Yeah.
But the
only
Kinks,
one.
Ray and Dave Davies didn't get
Yeah.
along either.
No, they did not.
Credence,
yeah, but even
Credence,
Alex and Eddie fought, man. It
But
just
they
kind of
still
like
stayed together. You know.
yeah.
Oh, the Credence brothers. Woo, man, there was some backstabbing going on there.
Yeah.
Over the Fogartys.
You have anything to think about Oasis, Andy?
Oh, ever since Charles did that guest pick of Oasis, I've been really enjoying their music. So if they come to the States, I will go see them. No problem.
I would probably go.
I would love to go see
I
them.
would too. Seriously. I'm not a hater. I just like to piss people off. But I'm gonna skip some BS things I had. We could probably say those for next week. Charles, what do you got to say here?
Oh, I just wanted to address my fan out there. I got a fan, and I
At least
have,
you got one.
yeah, I'm happy to have.
I
one.
have haters. Thank you.
And I have to recant my statement from last week. I said Jesus Jones ripped off the Stone Roses. I'm sorry about that, my fan. I love you. Yes, Jesus Jones was out before Stone Roses. My point was, though, I will recant that, but I'm going to say, in the Britpop movement, as was pointed out in the comments thread, nobody talks about Jesus Jones.
Nobody.
Nobody gives a fuck about Jesus Jones. Okay, I know, but
Nate
they did.
Ashington does. So
They had
Oh
one
yeah, of
song.
course he does.
They had one song right here, right now.
Yep.
Dude, I
But-
hated that shit.
I hated it too. But
I
the drum
hated it. What the
that
fuck
drum
is
beat
this? This is
was
lame.
known. It was known for the Stone Roses, especially in the Britpop movement. You never hear a Oasis or Blur or any of these bands say Jesus Jones rules.
I love Blur.
They will say
Jesus Jones rules.
Jesus
they
Jones,
will say
who?
the Stone
Who?
Roses.
What
They
about
will say-
Remember EMF?
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
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 Have used that, but the
Andrew
Stone
Dice
Roses,
Clay in the background.
the
Yeah.
Stone Roses in that movement was known more than or was spoke about more than Jesus Jones. But it's a damn shame because the Stone Roses were way better than fucking Jesus Jones.
Oh, way better. And the Stone Roses were more influential in that Brit movement between 91 and 93.
Right.
What was going on in England was completely different than what was going on here.
I know
Blur and
nothing
the
from.
Stones
I know
and Roses.
nothing. I know nothing from that band, so I couldn't tell you.
It,
Either way.
I that's cool, but that I
But
just
no,
wanted to
they're pretty
apologize to
good.
my
I just don't
fans.
know them. I haven't listened to them. So I
They're
can't tell if
really
they're
good,
or
dude.
bad.
They're really good.
Stone
It's
Roses
like
is a good
Megawatt.
album, really.
Jesus,
good album.
the Jesus Jones song was terrible, but
Oh God! Remember, I equate that with EMF. Unbelievable. Also, it's like the
Yeah.
shit people were like making number one, like fucking Macarena. What the fuck? What's wrong with fucking America?
oh, come on, Mark. You did-
Macarena,
you did
number
the-
one
you
song
did
in
the
America.
Macarena when it came out. You did it.
Oh
I did.
God! I was like, what the
But I-
fuck is this?
Mark was letting the
America
dogs
has
out.
gone crazy.
Mark was letting the dogs out.
Ace of Base.
Hey,
Fuck, dude.
hey, time out.
Here we go. Here we go with Sweden again. With Sweden hate.
Hey, I love.
Oh,
Oh, they're not from. I love a lot of Swedish bands.
I did like "Whoop There It Is" a lot. I like that song.
God.
I want that played in my funeral.
Oh
Whoop,
my
there it is.
God.
Whoop, there it is.
Get down with OPP. Yeah,
And
yeah.
then
Oh
they
my God. You know
And they had
what?
Whoop
I would
There
go
It
see
Is.
Madonna
Other
and I
people
would see
fucking
Janet
them.
Jackson. They're both going on tour right now. I think that's pretty cool.
Naughty by Nature was all right, man. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that.
they're better than Jesus Jones.
Oh, but the thing is that I don't understand. I mean, Jesus Jones and Stone Roses aren't even comparable.
No, they're not.
I
But
can't
At
tell you.
the point my fan was making was
Yeah.
that Jesus Jones was out before the Stone Roses. I'm sorry, you're correct. That's why I love my fans. They love
Yeah.
to watch the show just to pick what I say.
That's
I
why
love
you're
our fans.
amazing on the show. Why
That's
didn't
what
you
we
Yeah.
say
say.
earlier?
Let us,
They
let us
only
know
watch
what you think.
this is to troubleshoot me, who gets up at 3 a.m. and went to a physician last week after the episode because he was down for the count. Thank you, my fan. Love you.
And you're going to do an episode of Free for Raw podcast with him. That's going to be amazing. Can't wait.
Yes.
I'm not going to say his name because he doesn't like me saying his name.
He just it's my fan. I can't wait when I'm on the show. Thank you for being on with us, my fan.
All right. So now we did the bullshit. We got Charles. You got anything to say, Jerry?
Nope.
All right, man. Let's get to the fan picks. The people in the group, I asked them to pick their top 11 ACDC track album. Brad Rule said, for those about the rock, Back in Black, Hell's Bells, Seek the Pink, Have a Drink on Me, Who Made Who, Thunderstruck, Dirty Deeds, Sin City, Shot in the Dark, The Jack. Cherry Sanchez only said Dirty Deeds, Back in Black, and Who Made Who is my favorite. Eric Swinton, Crap City in Blue, TNT, Big Balls, Girls Got Rhythm, Code Red, for those about the rock, live version. Girl, what live version? With Bon or I don't think oh yeah, that's only fucking Brian. Duh, I'm drunk. Girl, can I sit next to you? Money Talks. Let Me Put My Love Into You, Dirty Deeds, Highway to Hell. Our buddy Scribble, DJ
Hey,
Scribble,
Scribble.
he said, this is the funniest shit ever, because he didn't really name tracks. He just changed the names. Back on Crack, It's a Long Way to the Glock. For those about the cock. Shot in the dark. 42. Big balls in your bitch ass mouth. If you want come. Girl ain't got rhythm because the girl's a tranny. Riff rap bitch ass. High voltage crack cocaine. Big gun full of cum. Money talks, but only when I'm high on mushrooms. That was his 11. And Wayne Dude says, it's a long way to the top and the entire Highway to Hell album. He's short and sweet. Tim Wisenack says, well, in order, best and worst, Gun for Hire, Shoot the Thrill, Bedlam and Belgium, Down Payment Blues, Squealer, Kicked in the Teeth, Girls Got Rhythm, Ball Breaker, Right On, Rock Your Heart Out, Snowballed. Alan Tate said, Who Made Who, Thunderstruck, Dirty Deeds, Shot in Flames, Evil Walks, Shoot the Thrill, Touch Too Much, Sink the Pink, Shake the Foundation, Are You Ready, Big Gun. Todd Ferguson said, Have a Drink on Me, Thunderstruck, Giving the Dog a Bone, Who Made Who, Heat Seeker, Back in Black, It's a Long Way to the Top, I Would Hell, For Those About the Rock, Hell's Bells, Dirty Deeds Done Cheap, and bonus track TNT. All right, man, that's what our fans think. Now we're gonna see what we make our album. Side 1, side 2.
Yeah.
I got my side 1 at 6 tracks. I got my side 2 at 5 tracks with 1 bonus track. So what do you have, Andy?
I got side 1, 6 tracks, side 2, 5 tracks, and 2 bonus tracks.
Charles, what do you have?
Whatever you got. Don't
Okay.
matter. I always do CDs.
What do you got,
I just roll.
Al?
I just have like an 11 track CD, and then I have like 5 bonus tracks. So
Okay, yeah. And then Jerry, what do you got?
The usual 6 on side 1, 5 on side 2.
And a bonus track?
Couple bonus tracks. 20
Okay.
of them again.
Of course you do. Like everybody. I know it's hard to pick a lot of fucking ACDC tracks.
Oh,
You pick them
ACDC
all.
was fun, man. They're fucking badass. They're
Fucking badass.
one of my favorite bands.
So I'm gonna start with you, Andy. Side 1, track 1.
Oh yeah, side 1 is all Bon Scott. Side 2 is all Brian Johnson. Split them. Side 1 is going to be Bon Scott. It's going to start off with If You Want Blood, You Got It. That's the way you start off an ACDC album. If you got blood,
You got it. Yeah. What
blood
about
on
you,
the
Charles?
streets, blood.
I'm gonna open up. I'm mainly Bon Scott. I got a couple. Brian Johnson. I don't dislike Brian Johnson, but at all. But I prefer Bon Scott's work with the band personally. But Brian Johnson's fine. But I just know what I gravitate to. I'm gonna open up with "Let There Be Rock." Title track off "Let There Be Rock." Man, this was easy. This is one of the easiest ones for me to do. I disagree because I know what core songs, AC/DC songs I love. So it was like bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
So it was just a matter of sequencing. But I like starting it off with "Let There Be Rock."
What about you, Al?
I'm with Charles, man. My album is mostly Bon Scott. I think Bon Scott is, for me personally, he's the greatest frontman of all time. He's my personal favorite. I mean, just the way he commanded the stage. He had that sleazy, just fucking swagger, dude. It was like nobody like him. And when he died, man, it was just a legend was lost, man. A true, I mean, and his legend hadn't peaked yet, dude. I mean, he was, but listen, man, he wasn't going to live to like 60. It just,
Not the way he was living. He didn't give a fuck.
He was just one of those guys that he lived it. He lived the rock and roll lifestyle, and it came out in his lyrics were like some of the most cleverest lyrics ever, dude. I mean, I think his lyrics were awesome. He's one of my favorite lyricists.
Well, it's like
So I'm gonna start off.
Ian Wadley and Ralph Fiera. Oh no, Ralph Fiera and Ian Wadley said he's a shithouse poet.
Yeah, well, yeah. He has a way with words, man. he probably wrote the words when he was on his shitter, you know what I mean?
Hey, our best thinking is done on the shitter, man. Come on.
When you're shitting, man, yeah. I'm starting off the album with Riff Raff from the Great Power Age album.
Yeah.
My favorite Bon Scott album. I mean, if it was I could just put the whole Power Age album and just fucking say see you later.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I agree. I was a little bit more diplomatic, but Power Age is probably overtaking most of this list.
Yeah, dude, Riff Raff, dude. I mean, what a way to start off an album, man. With like that's just pure energy and that riff, that fucking Angus and Malcolm dude. It's just insane, and the groove, it's just ridiculous, man. You know, so I love that song. It's one of my favorite songs. So starting with Riff Raff.
What about you, Jerry?
One of the best guitar riffs ever written, in my opinion, and on the best AcDc album, in my opinion, Highway to Hell, title track, Highway to Hell. That's why it's got to kick off, man.
I knew you guys would pick that track.
Oh, God, here we go. But
That's
come
a great
on,
song, dude.
And you were right about
album.
Bon Scott, you know? I mean,
Great album.
he died way too soon to be, I don't know, to be considered like legendary nowadays, you know, to newer people, I guess. I don't know, but I agree with what you said. I mean, he's one of the best rock
He's a legend.
I mean, just incredible. It was an incredible band. Man. So that's how I'm starting mine off, Highway to Hell. And you're going to see a lot of Bond songs on my list, a couple Brian songs, but this album's going to make its appearance a few more times. So.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite ACDC album. To me, I love Highway to Hell.
Let me just say that every Bon Scott album, there's like, to me, there's no duds on any of them, man. It's
Right.
just, they were just like perfection, man. You know, so
Yep.
Yeah, and then like Al said, the best ACDC album. Now make multiple appearances on this list. From Power Age, What's Next to the Moon?
fucking great song.
Man.
I love that.
You're
fucking
going
song.
really deep there, man.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
I love Bon Scott more than Brian Johnson, but I want to be diplomatic and like it's more Bon Scottish, but it's got a lot of Brian Johnson on it also.
It's Bon
So-
Scottish.
It's Bon Scottish.
You ever notice how AC/DC does not have a greatest hits album?
They don't
No.
need one.
They don't. But if they were to do one, they'd have
That
to
was
do a
Who
double
Made Who.
disc. They'd have to do a double
Oh.
disc and have one Bond and one Brian
Iron
disc.
Man.
I think they have an essential,
Iron Man
don't
was
they?
kind of.
No,
They don't even have an
Iron
essential.
they have
Man
Who
was
Made
nice.
Who is like a greatest hits album with one new
Yeah.
song on it.
And the Iron Man thing.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
Iron Man,
they-
yeah.
They disguise their greatest hits as like movie soundtracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They always said they wouldn't do a greatest hits.
Yeah.
So
Oh wow, I didn't know that they said that because that Who Made Who was for that Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they had
That was
other songs
essentially-
on there.
That
Yeah,
was essentially a compilation and the Iron Man soundtrack, like you said, too.
yeah.
man, but that was a badass album cover for Who Made Who with the blue.
Yeah.
Dude, that was badass.
I need to get that on.
Bonfire is kinda.
Bonfire, yeah, yes.
That's a great box set.
Yeah, Bonfire is awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
So I got Bonfire right there. All right.
That's the only ACDC album I don't own is Power.
The
Rangers.
Bonfire
For some
compilation.
reason.
Got good
Power
live shit on there, man.
Yeah.
Or the
So we
Cyber-
already did all of number one. So then we go to you, Andy. What's your number two on side one?
Yeah, my number two is going to go along with Mr. Charles. Let There Be Rock
Ah, great.
is the way it's going to start off with. Let There Be Rock is my number two track.
Good one.
So what's your number two, Charles?
On to Brian Johnson.
Wow.
Oh, I
Brian,
love this
early
song.
Brian.
Yep. Heat Seeker.
Ooh, that's a great song.
That's a great one, man.
From Blow Up Your Video. I've always
great.
fucking loved that song.
That's a great song, man.
Great
I
song.
wish
Yeah,
they would play that. I wish they would play that live, like in these later tours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets
You know the cool
overlooked.
thing about ACDC is you know what you're going to get every album. You know,
Oh, every
you're not
time.
going to get. You're not
And
gonna
you still
get-
love it.
That's what
You're not
Always
gonna
been,
get
yeah, I've always been a fan of that Heat Seeker. Always. I've just the moment I heard it, I've always liked this. So.
not gonna
Brian
get-
Johnson really in the mix there.
Nice.
You're not going to get a 10-minute prog song with ACDC.
Right.
No.
No, you're gonna get a 3.5 to 4 minute rock and roller, hard rock and roller.
Yeah.
You're not going to get "Keep On Loving You."
Well, you know, you can compare them to Motorhead. Motorhead was the same way.
True.
So,
Yes.
those two bands are like on a similar trajectory there. But Al, what's your
Well,
number
Lenny
two?
said he didn't know how to make a ballad. That's why he never did one. So.
Yeah.
My number 2 is the best use of a bagpipe in a song. It's a long way to. It's a long way to the top if you're going to rock and roll. So, love that song,
Might
man.
get
That
that
song,
one. Might get that one on mine later.
Bon
Me
Jovi
too.
cannot make the bagpipes cool. Nobody can make the bagpipes cool except for fucking ACDC.
Well,
That's
Roddy,
right.
Roddy Piper though. But
Well,
yeah,
He's not a singer.
yeah.
Dropkick.
See, I never. I thought that
bad
movie
either.
was
But
terrible, man.
what's that?
I got shit on for making fun of that movie. I didn't like it. They Live, Roddy Piper movie.
Oh, Roddy Piper.
Oh, the movie's
Come
great.
on. I come here to fucking chew bubble gum and kick ass, and I'm all out of gum. Come on. That's the best
Hey,
line
I
of
put-
cinematic history.
I put
I
Battle
love-
Beyond the Stars up there today, so
Oh
I guess
my
I got no room
God.
to talk.
I love Piper's Pit, man. That was great.
Oh, that was great. That's where it started.
Yeah.
From. That's all that fucking.
When he
that,
smashed when he smashed the coconut on Jimmy Snooker's head. It was
I like
Hey,
him in the movie.
Hey, Superfly, come here. Smash the
He cut the Haiti. He cut the
was it Piper's
hair,
Pit
his
where
little
the
legs.
was it Piper's Pit where Michael's turned on Janetti? Or was that
No, that was the
Probably.
barber shop. Brutus
barbershop?
Beefcake.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Oh yeah, Brutus Beefcake.
Rouge
Forgot about
Beefcake.
All right, that's
All
my
right,
number 2. It's a long
So
way to
that,
the
that
top.
was your number 2, Al? What was your number 2? Who were we on? I lost track.
And Jerry.
Gary, what's your number
Me?
2? Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with this one again. Touch
course
Too
you
Much, man. What a great,
great
fucking
Great song.
that is.
Might
Great
find that
guitar
one.
riffs. Bon Scott's vocals are top notch on this song. Great. It's also a great radio friendly hit. I mean, just a great song off a great album, man. Man, it's my second choice, man.
Oh, my second choice is off Power Age again, Sin City.
Nice.
Oh
Hmm.
my
Yeah.
God. That
You're
song
digging deep,
fucking
man. You were
rules.
digging deep.
Yeah,
Sin
City's awesome,
City,
man.
dude, fucking Guns N' Roses do that song all the fucking time. It's not a deep track. It's a fucking beloved track by fucking anybody who likes ACDC. That's a go-to track, Sin City. That
Yeah,
fucking
ACDC
song
did that a lot
rules.
live in the Bon Scott
Yes.
era. You know.
My God, it's like Axel loves that fucking song. I love Axel, by the way. I just saying they didn't.
Dude, he fucking nailed it with ACDC, I thought, man. The videos
Yeah.
I saw, I thought he was awesome.
Yeah. But that's my number 2 track. And then we get to your number 3, Andy.
Yeah, going back to Let There Be Rock with a whole lot of Rosie. Whole lot of Rosie.
Another
yeah.
Guns N' Roses cover. They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the great Angus. Damn. Yep.
Dude, the version of Let There Be Blood, You Got It live album is fucking the best ever.
Yeah.
My
If
gosh.
you want blood.
If you want blood, you got it from the live
Yeah.
album. Fucking that version of Whole Lotta Rosie. Fucking
Yeah.
smokes.
Oh, dude, that live album is just amazing.
Fucking amazing. I do have that on vinyl back there. So
Yeah, I do too. I love it.
yeah.
It's
And
awesome.
Charles, what's your number 3?
And you already hit it with If You Want Blood, You Got It.
Nice.
Number 3.
So what's your number 3, Al?
The great Let There Be Rock song.
Nice.
I mean, remember the video when Bond was like, he was at the he's like a preacher. He's like a faith, you know,
Yeah.
and it's just like dude, it's just so sinful seeing him as a priest, but it's just so right. It's so wrong. It's right. It's so fucking awesome, man. You know, it's just, I mean, I had an impression on me when I saw the video as a kid. You know, it was just so cool, man. You know, and to me, that's why Bond is one of the greatest, man. You know, so everybody, you know, I mean, everybody loves Freddie Mercury and calls him the greatest. I mean, and that's fine, man. He is up there, dude. You know, but for me, Bond is like, that's what I love, man. Like, that's the grit that he had and just the sleaziness and the
Yeah, he was
swagger.
rock and roll. He was rock and
Fuck,
roll.
dude. He was like the epitome of that shit, man. You know, so that's for me. That's 3 is Let There Be Rock.
What's your number 3, Jerry?
Anybody that can write a song about poker and sex at the same time, fucking awesome. I'm talking about the Jack.
Yeah,
Nice.
What a
Now
great.
that's a
fucking
really deep
tune.
track.
It
The
is,
version
but man,
on If You Want Blood live is really great too.
yeah.
What a great. You got this fucking great blues track all the way through. At the fucking end, they're all booing them and shit. That was funny as hell. I mean, kind of making fun of themselves, I guess, for a little bit. But what a great tune that is, man.
And just to interject, that live album is an awesome live album, and it doesn't get name checked as much as it should among the great live albums of the 70s.
Yeah, fuck
man.
yeah.
Yeah, dude. Remember the video where like the guitar got stabbed through him?
Yeah.
That was crazy. Like even for like back in the day, it was like, wow, dude.
And then like the back to it where he's laying down on the
Yeah.
back, the guitar coming out of his back. Fuck yeah.
That's why
fucking awesome,
that's
man.
why I keep bringing up that album when you guys bring up the track and go, well, the track off of If You Want Blood. Have you guys heard that? God, those live versions with the audience going crazy for Bond is just fucking amazing.
And the more the crowd was getting crazier, the faster and louder the band got. It was fucking nuts, dude. Yeah.
So that was your number 3, Jerry?
Let me say something about us before we go on, man.
Okay.
Malcolm Young, man, rest in peace. The fucking ultimate riff master, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, Angus is known for his leads, but fucking Malcolm came up with the majority of those fucking riffs.
Oh, dude, Malcolm was a
That
fucking
was
machine.
fucking awesome.
Malcolm's my favorite member, and I still think he's the greatest rhythm guitarist.
I can't argue that one bit. So.
Oh no, I can't argue that.
You got to bring him up, man.
Him
He
and
was a
Back
machine. He was a
Just
machine,
in the
man. He
pocket. Yeah, just in the pocket the whole time. Never just stayed in that rhythm the whole time. I mean,
The whole band.
the way
Phil Rudd.
the way Malcolm,
Sorry,
and,
Charles. Sorry.
the way Malcolm and Phil Rudd locked in with each other, dude. That rhythm section was ridiculous, man. It was like a steamroller, just mowing over you. You know what I mean? So it was badass, man.
Angus gets that credit, and nothing against that, but Malcolm was just.
But
Absolutely.
people in our
That's what I
circle,
listened.
people
was
in
a
our
backbone.
circle always praise Malcolm.
Oh yeah.
There's a post in all these groups we are in, always talking about the rhythm master, fucking Malcolm Young. So he gets a lot of praise in our circle. I don't know if our circle is big or
He gets a lot of praise in the guitar circles as well. He does.
Yeah.
He can make a 3-chord song sound legendary. Dude was fucking incredible, dude. I mean,
His chords were powerful, man. Powerful.
Yeah,
that's why I
so-
said Highway to Hell is one of the best fucking guitar riffs in history, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I knew you would pick it.
Oh God, here we go.
I knew one of you guys would pick Highway Hell. Come on, man. I try to get, if you guys pick something, I want to go away from it so we could get. 'cause
Dude,
there's so
pick
many
about
great songs.
pick what you feel, dude. Anyway, go ahead.
I do pick what I feel because these songs could take the place of that. And my
okay,
number
fair
3
enough.
is Down
enough.
Payment Blues.
Oh, yeah.
Power Age. One of the best fucking. I got holes in my shoes.
I think
You know, I feel like
I got a
you should have that.
Cadillac, but I can't
I-
afford the gasoline.
I
Come
think
on,
between
man.
me- I think between me and you, Mark, I think we're gonna pick the whole Power Age album.
That's the only. I don't have a single song off that album.
Dude, you don't fucking have that album.
Oh my
You need
The
god!
only one I
you're
don't
missing-
have. It's the only one I don't have. I don't have the
Fucking
CD.
Power Age is the best.
No, I know it is. I know
See,
it's
I'll
on it,
never.
man. I just don't have
Yeah,
it.
bro, you need to rectify that. Like
You need to
immediately.
rectify that quick. I even have that on vinyl.
Okay, we're gonna start a GoFundMe right now, guys. Come on.
Dude, I'll just send it to you. You send me a Christmas present. I gotta send you Power Age. Fuck.
Fair enough.
I will send it. So where are we at? I picked Down Payment Blues, so we get your number 4, Andy.
Number 4. All in the name of liberty. Fucking Jailbreak. With
Oh,
a
yeah,
big back.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Sirens. Rah, rah. Dude, that's just insane song. Love
That
it.
video is awesome too, man.
Yeah.
It's funny how they were doing videos before even like MTV existed. You know?
So was Queen,
Yeah.
Rolling Stones, all those
So
bands.
is
were
the
doing-
Beatles.
Beatles.
So
I was just gonna
Beatles.
say the Beatles. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Charles. You know.
No, a lot of bands did promo videos.
It's like
you know,
and the
back-
Beatles. They get
Like that.
last.
Yeah. But like
Like,
conceptual stuff, not just like showing a band on stage, but like a concept video like that AcDc song Jailbreak was pretty cool. Like, you know, they were playing, but they were playing like on a fucking, like they were a chain gang and shit, you know, it's like
That bass line in that song. Oh my God.
oh yeah. Yeah.
I didn't pick it because I knew Al would. I think that has to be on Al's list, if I'm not wrong. That's got to be there.
It might be, it might not be. I
It
mean, I
might-
went with a lot of different shit, you know, but
Oh,
I mean,
didn't
dude,
think- Andy,
you
I
can make
give
a
you
fucking
props.
100
That's a
track,
great pick, dude.
you can make a 100-track ACDC album and
Oh,
like it'll all
fuck.
be good.
Dude, we'd be here for 6 hours. Charles got to
I
go
know.
to sleep.
Speaking of that, before we continue, I think they said the longest podcast was 41 hours, I think, is what I read.
I
Holy
can't do
shit.
that.
Think
No
we can
way.
do it? Can we do it? 41 hours?
could
You think
do
we
it.
can do it?
Take a vacation.
I think we can. I think if we pick one band that we all love, I think we can talk for it for
You
a
would have to start it on Friday night, and I'd have to skip Freeform and keep going. But Charles has to work. There's no way he could take that.
Yeah.
He works 7 days a week.
Well, see, I'm out of work until March, so I'm good. So if you guys want to try
Well,
it,
you
I'm
can,
game.
he can go to work and the podcast could keep going, and then he can just come back and, you know,
One
Yeah,
of us
just come in on a
various people could leave.
There you go.
We're just
If
drinking.
y'all want to try it, I can do that on a Friday night until Sunday
We'd
night.
be like, we're in hour number 25. Yeah.
What's
You
that?
know,
What?
Mark
Think
can
when-
start talking. Mark, you know, like when Charles is getting ready, you know, Mark can start talking about Sammy Hagar, and then Charles will be like, "Well, it's time to go to work now."
It can be like the Saved by the Bell episode when they were trying to save the Mac.
So that was your number 4, Andy. Jailbreak.
Jailbreak, yeah.
Charles, what's your number 4?
You already got it. Down Payment Blues off the probably greatest ACDC album ever. Power Itch.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's-
Jerry,
I thought-
you fucked up.
Me, dude.
That's like Jailhouse weird.
I'm gonna have to
Right,
send
I
Dr.
don't know
Fuck
about
on your
Jailhouse.
ass on that one.
But it's
No, I
it's-
know the album, but I love the album. I just don't own it, man. That's all.
That's what-
Why?
That's the type of
I've
shit
owned
that-
it in the past. I don't know what the fuck happened to it over the years.
type of shit people go through in life, man. Down Payment
Exactly.
Blues.
I want to
Yeah.
know where my original
Yeah.
Star Wars figures are. My original Hot Wheels, man. I don't know what the fuck happened to them. They just disappear, man.
I blew them up with M80s. I know what happened to them.
Future serial killer. Mark Alden Taylor. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, we used to make these Lego ships for Star Wars, and we used to like to blow up Snaggletooth.
No, I did
Put them on
too,
a
so I
thing,
hear
put
you.
an M80 and let it rock.
I did too. Where we at anyway?
We're on your number 4, Jerry.
No, I think it's
Wow.
Al's turn.
Al, what's your turn?
I was at number 4.
My number
your number?
4.
Thank you, Jerry.
So when Bond sings this, I kind of tend to believe him. So maybe when I die, maybe I want to go to hell because hell ain't a bad place to be. You know what I mean? So that's
Again,
my number 4. Love that song, dude. I've always have. And I used to play that song in a band that I was in. It was a lot of fun to play. Yeah. Hell
It
ain't
is.
a bad place to be, man. You know, from Let There Be Rock. So
isn't that on
never
If
mind.
You Want
It
Blood
wasn't- I wasn't
also?
the song I thought I was going to be Highway to Hell. I was wrong.
Isn't that off If You Want Blood also?
yes.
Yep. You guys need to get that live album. That live album is one of the best.
Got everything on
Everybody
I got
talks about UFO or Kiss Alive 1 and 2. Nobody talks about fucking If You
No.
Want Blood.
You want blood.
I do own that one.
Fucking great. One of the greatest live albums all time. So
I
Jerry,
agree.
what's your number 4?
Oh, not to mention about I mentioned Highway to Hell, how it's one of the coolest riffs. That's got one of the greatest solos in history, in my opinion. But my next song is hold on here. Let me make sure I got the right one. Oh yeah, it's wait, what is it? Okay, I got the right one. Walk All Over You off Highway to Hell. This is
Damn, dude.
I got
Fucking
one more off Highway to Hell, and that's it. This is a fucking great album, dude.
It
Just like you
is,
guys
but
with the Powerage. So I mean, what a great fucking tune that
This
is.
is going to be his Diary of a Madman. I can't even know.
Oh, come on, you guys are fucking doing Powerage all the time. Come on, give me a break. This
I only did 3 tracks. Okay,
I've done one song.
maybe.
okay, I'm fucking done. Next.
Next. So my number 4 is my first.
I'm gonna
appearance-
sit and pout the whole fucking show
Okay.
now.
My number 4 is my first appearance of Brian Johnson, the title track from Back in Black. It's like, it's fucking love that Back in Black. It's,
Another classic guitar.
fuck,
riff.
dude, that has a fucking rip. I got loose from a deuce.
I knew you'd pick that motherfucker.
Right on. I love that fucking song, man. And then Andy, we get to your number 5.
Did you skip Charles?
Did I skip you,
No.
Charles?
No,
No.
Down Payment Blues.
You did
Oh,
Payment
Down
Blues.
Payment Blues. My number 5, it's going to be the title track to Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap.
Nice. I knew you guys would pick that track.
I knew it too.
That's just too easy.
But also, I also liked on here. I know
Right.
we are, but it ain't no fun trying to be a millionaire. Love that track too.
I like Ride On. That's
Yeah.
a great song. On
Yeah.
the
I like
album.
big balls.
Big balls.
Yep.
Yeah. My balls are always. But I'm figuring, what of you guys are going to pick big balls?
Yeah.
That's one
One
of my
they're held
favorite-
for pleasure. They're the balls that I like best.
I bet you know that, right? No, I'm joking.
Oh yes, I do.
ladies, you gotta cup
Eerie.
the balls. You gotta cup the balls.
So what's your number 5, Charles?
Yeah, at least it's better than the asshole bleaching we were talking about yesterday.
Wait, one of the newer albums off of Black Ice,
Wow.
Ooh.
There you go.
Whoa.
Rock and Roll Train.
A fucking great song.
Okay.
I didn't
Yeah.
think any of you would pick that.
I don't.
But I
own
didn't
that
pick
one
it.
Either.
That's-
There's 2 albums I don't own. I don't own that one.
Man, I
Oh,
love
Black
was the-
Ice rules, dude.
Was that the
Yeah.
Walmart? Was that the Walmart exclusive?
Yes.
No, I missed out on that one.
And you worked
You know,
there.
You know what's weird is that you can get Black Ice
That-
on Apple Music, but not
Yeah.
Sonic Boom. Kiss still has the thing. I don't want to bring up Kiss, but you can't get that one unless
We
you get it
talked
from
about Kiss a
Walmart.
lot.
Well, I want that
I know.
vinyl
It's
Sonic
weird.
because I'm a collector. The album
But you
sucks, but I
Black
want.
Ice.
Black Ice sucked?
No, I'm talking about Sonic Boom.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that sucked. But I'm just
I
saying,
look on
you
eBay.
get it.
They go for like $300 for the fucking
Yeah.
album. I'm like, damn,
It's weird.
Yeah,
It's-
wait until they reissue it, dude.
Yeah,
it will be.
I'm drawing a blank. What are the last 3 albums that actually came out? AcDc, but there was Black Eye,
Black Ice.
Power Up. What was the other one in between that?
The one with Play Ball on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like that.
Rock
album.
or
What was the name of the album?
Rock or
Yeah,
Bust. That's it.
Rock or Bust. I like
Rock or
that.
Bust.
That one was really cool.
Rock or Bust.
Okay, I don't own that one either. So that's
Oh, dude, you
Right.
don't have Play Ball. That song rules. The fucking riff on there by
I got that album on CD. I just forgot what it was called.
All right, so
So that's my Brian Johnson count. That's my second Brian Johnson song. So
all right,
Mm.
we get to your number 5, Al.
From the Great Highway to Hell, Shot Down in Flames.
Ah, great song.
I
I don't think
Yeah,
you can
man.
pick a bad AC/DC song. Just
No, you can't.
You can't.
I'm still in the Bond area here, so But like I said, you can't pick a bad song. I mean, there's some Brian songs that are like not that great, but Bond never had a chance to make a bad song with them. So, but yeah, Shot Down in Flames, man, that's a fucking banger, man. So, and I love the production of that. Mutt Lang was, before Mutt Lang got too slick,
Yep.
that was a great production by him.
yeah.
I think up to 404. I think that was his best like rock. And then he kind of changed that flipper to a pop band. I agree
Yeah,
with
well-
that, but I still like it. But
Yeah. So That's my
Not
number
Shania.
5.
Well, the Cars
my number
Heartbeat
5.
City was really good too. So there's a lot of
Yeah.
bootleg albums.
Yep.
Charles don't like Heartbeat City.
It's okay. It ain't as good
Dude,
as
Drive is one of the best songs ever written, in my opinion.
all right. It's not as good as the first 2 albums. though.
Oh yeah,
No,
duh.
it's not even close.
Candy O's
Benjamin
my favorite.
Orr had a great voice. That's another.
I have that album on vinyl, the Lace. Great fucking solo album by him. But so we got to who did number 5 right now, Charles?
I just did it.
You just did. So Jerry, you're number 5.
Again off High Voltage. Can I sit next to you, girl?
Oh,
What
wow.
a fucking great tune that is, man.
You're going deep there,
That is-
buddy.
Oh, that song.
You're
fucking
hitting the
rules,
deep
dude.
shit. You're Jim
That
Ladd,
was a
man.
song.
I'm not.
That was a
fucking
song that they did
dancer.
with their. That was
I'm
a song
the
that they did with
whitest-
their original singer Dave Evans.
I am the whitest dancer on the dance floor when I go out there.
No,
When I hear
no.
that fucking
I'm
song,
like
dude. I know exactly. You fucking can't help but move.
My
to that
wife
song.
goes, that ain't dancing. That looks like, well, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I make
having-
Elaine.
you having a
I make,
seizure?
I, make, I make Elaine look good from Seinfeld.
My wife goes, are you having a seizure?
I always think that I'm a good dancer until my wife tells me that I am not.
No,
My
dude,
wife
that's
tells me
all-
all the time.
just
I
a
go like
fucking
this.
Great groove. Yeah.
I go, didn't John Travolta do this?
Yeah. No, that song's got a great groove to it, man. I fucking High Voltage. My sister owned that one as I was growing up, so I kind of
Yeah.
listened to that a lot too. So
That was a song that they did with their original singer Dave Evans.
Yeah.
Because they had
I didn't know that. I know they had an original singer, but I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a if you go on YouTube, there's a video of that him doing that song. They did
Wow.
did it with him.
When you mentioned that, I think I did see something like that. So
Yeah.
I'll check it out again. But yeah, that's my number 5. Fucking love the tune. I love the groove of the tune, man. And what else more can I say?
All right, man. So now I'm back to Bon Scott again, and I'm gonna pick TNT. TNT. I'm
Oi.
dynamite. TNT.
Oi.
I
Oi.
win the
Oi.
fight.
Oi.
TNT. I'm a power load. TNT. Watch me explode.
Oh,
My God, it's just like that song it's going, it just goes, it
I'm telling you,
explodes
man.
right when he says explodes. It's like,
If fucking Brian Johnson ever retires, man, I think we have a job, man.
God,
yeah.
fucking song rule.
Fuck Axel, dude. We're better than him, dude. But we're a team, though. We got to go together, though.
we'll be playing the Rib Fest, like Firehouse.
We
Right?
couldn't fucking sell out a pay toilet, dude. But
The rib joint circuit.
Yeah, playing a rib joint circuit.
Hey, man, it's a stage.
Hey, Charles, you got an acoustic guitar. You can join us.
Yeah, man.
Extreme would still be opening for us, though. So
You'll be singing covers of Oasis acoustically.
Yeah.
all right, but anyway, yeah, it's a
Oh,
fucking great tune,
God.
man. Great album, great tune.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So we get to your number 6, Andy.
My number 6, I'm going to close out the album with It's a Long Way to the Top. You want to rock and roll.
Okay, bro.
Great.
Yeah. Yes, dude. That's great,
Like I
man.
said, and you make the bagpipes sound cool, dude. AC/DC,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, nobody else can get away with that.
I think Charles said, who said that about the backpacks earlier?
He said
Maybe.
Roddy Piper.
Roddy
Yeah.
Piper.
And I said that too. I said Bon Jovi couldn't do it, Def Leppard couldn't do it, but AC/DC.
So that's your number to close out the side 1, Andy? Long way to the
Yeah.
top. And then
Close
what's
out
your-
side 1.
What's your number 6 to close out side 1, Charles?
One of the deeper cuts on Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Love it. Squealer.
Ooh. That's a great song.
Love
Yeah.
it, dude.
Yeah.
We love that song.
That's a deep one, man.
Yeah.
But a great one.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a great
Mad
fucking
ass.
song.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that track. I play it on thatmetalstation.com on Tuesday night, so it's fucking pretty cool. I always have a double shot of AC/DC. I only play one song by Rush, but sometimes Jerry or Andy will pick.
No,
song
see,
by
I
Rush?
won't pick AC/DC because before my block, I think it was his Matthew.
Matthew Warner picks 2
Yeah.
ACDC songs.
To end his set, so that's why I don't pick any ACDC.
Yeah.
And I did my A's already, and I'm not in the R's yet. I'm just in the S.
Yeah, you want to pick Faith No More, and I was like, okay.
It's my request.
I don't even own any Faith No More. But Charles, which you did your number 6?
Yep, Squealer.
Okay, you're number 6, Al.
Going with the great opener on the Great Power Age album, Rock and Roll Damnation.
Oh,
What a way to open an album. And fucking
I
Bond's
don't feel like
lyrics
an
are just,
asshole. Don't own Power Age.
Bond's lyrics are just genius. I love his lyrics. I love, just he has a way with words, bro. It's just
Absolutely.
It's like as he's singing it, you could just kind of tell he's like smirking at the same time. You know what I mean? It just has that sly smirk. Like, yeah, I'm the man, whatever, dude. It's cleverness. That's what I say.
The attitude to it's the attitude to it all.
The attitude, yes. So that's my number. Was that 6?
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Damnation.
And then
go ahead.
and then he never lived long enough to ruin that. You know what I mean? You always buy that from Bon Scott
Exactly.
because you know nothing else.
It's
from
like the
him.
Rock and Metal Combat podcast said, yes, I pimp my friends. I am the pimpster. I pimp everybody's podcast. I pimp
Speaking of
everybody.
that,
So I'm just saying they said that Bon Scott dreamed about being a millionaire, but he died before he achieved it.
no, he got the pearly whites though. He got the pearly whites though before he died though.
Yeah.
His teeth were horrible at first, but then he seemed with the pearly white. But yeah, okay. Go ahead. Where are we at?
What's your number 6, Jerry?
Mine already?
Yeah.
Yes.
My number 6 is off the Red album. Oh wait, that's Taylor Swift.
Oh God, you bought it?
Let me see here. This is the
Go
last
drink
time
some White Claw, right? Why
This
don't
is
you?
this is the last time I'm mentioning this album. But again, you can't fuck every song on here is great.
It is.
I'm talking about Night Prowler, dude. What a great
Yeah, the song that inspired Richard Ramirez,
Yep.
right? The Night
Exactly.
Stalker. Yeah,
I mean, that's uncool, but still, it's a
It
great
truly-
fucking tune.
it's not their fault.
And I
No,
promise.
it's not their fault.
Let me check and see if it's the this is the last one off his album. So
Yeah. I think it was one of the songs off the PMRC wanted to fuck with, right? Night
Yeah.
Prowler.
I'm sure they did. Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of their songs.
War Family. Jesus.
And then I get to my album, my side one ender, and you guys have already picked this. Long Way to the Top. I just fucking love that song because
See, I knew
when
I
I
was
said
gonna pick that, but I knew one of you motherfuckers.
I like it when you guys throw my jokes back in front of my face. That's fucking
They are
cool.
classic.
It's classic, yeah. White Claw, yeah. But Long Way to the Top. It's a great fuck. I think it's a great side one ender.
It is.
And like I was talking about, Bon Scott wanted to be a star.
Yeah.
And he didn't get there. He didn't live to see what he built. Brian
Just
Johnson
on the
took it over.
just on the fucking cusp.
Just on the
dude.
fringes. Kind of
Yep.
sucks, man. Because Bon Scott, to me, is ACDC. Brian Johnson did get the biggest selling album.
Yeah, I mean, people talk about
My favorite albums are from the Bon Scott era, though.
They compare his death with Bonham's death. They did died the same way, I think, but still, Bonham had the success at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking.
I think Highway to Hell, that was kind of their breakthrough in America, and I think that was the setup for Back in Black.
Back in
Anyway,
Black.
they were on that trajectory. So I think had Bond lived and he did that next album, I think it would have been huge anyway.
Right.
Maybe I don't know. It's hard to tell, dude. You can't tell, you can't predict. But that album really kind of set up Back in Black. So. I mean, who knows, man? Maybe the next time would have been a failure. I don't know, man. But I doubt it.
You never know. You can't rewrite history.
Well, there's rumors that Bond wrote some of the songs on you kind of think Have a Drink on Me would be a Bon Scott song, but I don't know. But Brian denies it.
Definitely inspired, at least.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But then we get to your that was my album ender. And then Andy, we get to your side 2, track 1.
Yeah, side 2, track 1. How else do you start it? But from the ringing of the bell, bong,
Yeah.
bong. You bring in Hell's Bells. That's what you do. Bong. That's how you start it off. Hell's Bells.
That was a great closers come in song from Trevor Hoffman and Padres. He come into Hell's Bells.
Yeah, he did.
Charles, so what's your track 1, side 2?
Well, it's my last Brian Johnson song. I'm not a massive fan of the album, but the song means a lot to me. Playing baseball in high school, it was kind of our theme song at the time, and good old Thunderstruck. I love that song. I don't care if it's kind of stockish or whatever. I do. I think I don't hate Razor's Edge though. I don't think
either.
Terrible album, but it was a little too slick for me at times. But I've always liked Thunderstruck. It's got a special place in my heart.
I saw that tour with the LA Guns opening. Fucking amazing.
Try playing that opening riff for 3 minutes straight without fucking up.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
I just saw AcDc once, and it was for the Stiff Upper Lip tour
I love that album.
with Slash the Snake Pit opened.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who opened?
Slash the Snake Pit.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
I saw ACDC on, well, I've seen them a couple times, but on the Black Ice tour, I had front row for that, right in front of Hank.
Oh wow!
That was insane, man. You know.
And I think this was the last known concert there at Compact Center before they turned it into the Joel Osteen Church.
Ew.
That was the Summit and the Compact Center, and AcDC was one of the last shows inside that building.
Wow.
Mark
Yeah.
doesn't want to comment on Joel Osteen.
But
So
one thing,
uh,
one thing before we go on, what is up with the ACDC nowadays? Is Brian Johnson still a singer?
yes,
Did
he
he
is.
plan on doing more music?
We
What?
don't know, dude. Brian Johnson was on Eddie Trunk.
Yeah.
And Eddie Trunk started asking what's up with ACDC, and Brian Johnson got upset. Brian Johnson said, "What is this fucking Inquirer or some kind of shit?
National Enquirer?
National Enquirer, something like that. Something about like you want to get a scoop. I can't talk about it. I was told not to talk about it. So if he's told not to talk about it, it means there's something going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last I heard that they were recording in Canada.
Well,
That's the
always
last I
recording in
heard.
Canada, where the great Bon Jovi recorded "Slippery When Wet."
Who?
Shut up.
Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet.
He heard it. All right.
Wanna
Did we-
Dead
Did
or
we
Alive.
get to who's Al? You're number 1 on side 2.
Yes.
First time I'm going to a Brian Johnson song, and this is actually my favorite Brian Johnson era album. And it's an underrated album. To me, that's Brian Johnson's era's Power Age, in my opinion, which is flicking a switch.
I knew you were gonna say
And,
that.
and the tune I'm picking is Nervous Shakedown. I love that
great
song.
song.
I love that song. Always have. I always love that album. It's such a return to like a real raw, yeah, right there, buddy. A real raw ACDC sound. I consider Power Age and that album like brother and sister. It's kind of like, Brian Johnson's Power Age of his era. So,
Wow.
That's
and
the
I love
last
all the songs
album
on
he
there.
wrote songs on, right? Malcolm
What's
and
that?
Angus. That's the last album he got to have co-writing on, right?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my number 7. I'm going to like CD era thing. It's my
okay.
number 7. Whatever.
So what's your side 2, Jerry? As you're getting
On
up?
side 2, number 1, it's a long way to the top off High Voltage. We talked about it 1,000 times. So
Okay.
don't need to go into it.
Okay. And then I get to my side 1 on side 2 for those about to rock. It's fucking great fucking album opener. Great fucking album. I might have another song off that album coming up. But for those about to rock, that's a rock anthem. It's like if you go to ACDC song and they don't play For Those About to Rock with the cannon shooting off on the side of the stage, it's gonna be a fucking riot. This fucking
I don't know
song-
why they closed the show like that. They should open the show with that.
Oh, dude,
Dude,
those,
that fucking cannon is deafening, dude.
yeah.
It's one of the only concerts I lost my hearing to with that. When they do that fucking song, dude.
But you know, if they didn't play that, they said, "Okay, bye, folks." They go, "What
Yeah.
the fuck is Those About to Rock?"
Yeah.
It's like anything Back in Black, You Shook Me All Night Long. No, this is the Brian Johnson fucking ACDC permanent set list song here. For Those About to Rock starts my side one.
Who bitches
Side
about
two.
it? Who bitches about it being on though? It's a great
No,
fucking
no,
song.
if they didn't have it on there, there would be a riot.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
That's the one song fans go to see them for. They don't go to see them for Back in Black or You Shook Me All Night Long. They have to play For Those About to Rock. One of the Brian Johnson songs that's a must. So we get to you on your side, track two, side two, Andy.
Yeah, it's going to come off the album you were just talking about. I am going to go with Inject the Venom.
Oh,
good
wow.
song.
That's track 2. It's a badass track.
Rock All Over Your podcast. We're talking about that song. Fucking Edwin Conestracci and Eric Arnsby Jordan. Check that episode out. It's pretty damn good.
I'm in the middle of their physical graffiti one right now.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh, dude, I was so surprised. I've been meaning to tell you this, but on the Freeform, that Red Hot Chili Peppers episode was only an hour and 11 minutes. I was expecting it to be a little longer with 17 cuts.
Wow, really?
And
I didn't like half of it.
Was so short with every answer. No, yes. I was like, I like
I'm
this.
honest. Me and
Yeah.
you were honest.
Yeah.
I think I said this should have been what, a 10 song or a 9 song album?
It really should. It really should have.
17 tracks. Why?
Yeah. Why? Yeah.
I do love the Peppers, but come on, guys. You're getting bloated.
Yeah, but that's what they're known for. All of their albums are 15 or 20 minutes too long.
Fucking what's an album with fucking Higher Ground on it? Like in Mother's Milk. That album was perfect.
Oh, it was a lot shorter.
Freaky Styly. Dude, they made good short albums. They don't need to get
Yeah.
bloated just because Blood Sugar Sex Magic was great, fucking all the way through. Not a bad track on it to me.
Yeah.
But you don't need to keep doing that for the rest of your albums. You blew your load. Stop.
Hey, Mike, did you like Stadium Arcadium?
Yes, I did. But
Me
half
too.
of that album was still bloated.
Okay, sorry about that.
All right, man. So that was your number 2 on side 2, Andy?
Yeah. Inject the Venom.
What's your number 2, Charles?
My second favorite ACDC song ever, off apparently Jerry's favorite ACDC album ever. Touch Too Much.
Yeah, think? Yeah.
Fucking oh man, that song kicks mad ass. That riff reminds me of a Cars song. I don't know if it was Candio or something. Listen to that riff and then listen. Yeah,
I could hear that.
the riff is very similar. But
I don't
hey,
think they
whatever.
listen to them, but
No, but I mean, you know, rock and roll tends to
yeah.
either by osmosis or on purpose kind of
Yeah.
keep over with each other. And I mean, I've been listening. I listened to that and I was like, it sounds like Candio a little bit, or one of the riffs from a car song, but it doesn't take away my love of that song. I think it rules.
Yeah.
And great album, great fucking song. So Touch Too Much. There you go.
Well, just to give a little plug, I will be recording an episode with what is it? Rock All Over You podcast doing Candio.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got a little bone to pick with one of the co-hosts, so stay tuned. And then we go to you, Al. What's your number 2 on side 2?
I mean, honestly, I probably should have more songs off of this album here because it's such a classic album. You know, Back in Black, but the song "Hell's Bells," such a great song, great opener. I mean, it's not an opener on my album, but I mean, you can't deny that song. I mean, every song on Back in Black is great, but it's just like, I guess I have a burnout factor with that album. I've heard a lot of those tracks, you know, on radio and stuff like that. It's one of, I mean, shit, every band would kill to have an album like that.
No shit.
But yeah, I mean, it's Back in Black's got to be represented somehow on my compilation here on my album. So I got to go with Hell's Bells, the opener. It's such an awesome, ominous bell in the beginning, and then that riff that Malcolm comes in, and then Angus joins in with him. It's like the whole band kind of, it like builds up, man. It's just like boom, just fucking sledgehammer. So
And
Hell's Bells, baby.
And Back in Black is one of those albums where each song is played on the radio.
Yeah.
A la Boston, a la Thriller. Every track can be heard on the radio.
I don't hear the Girl Is Mine off Thriller.
Sorry.
Or
But
giving
yeah,
the
the
dog
other
a bone. You don't hear that one too much, but
Yeah.
Oh, but you've heard it on the radio, though.
I have heard it though. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have heard every song on that album on the radio at one
yeah.
time or another.
Yeah.
So
So that's your number.
That
What's
Girl
your
Is
number
Mine.
2, Jerry?
My number 2, Brian Johnson finally makes an appearance off an album where a lot of people didn't like, but I love this fucking song. I love Who Made Who off.
Oh, that's a great
fucking
song.
album.
Yeah.
it's a great song.
I
man.
love the riff. I love the vocals on it. I love the tempo, the way it goes. I fucking love the video with 100 Anguses working
Yeah.
on it. It was cool. Yeah, but a lot of people didn't like this album, man.
Oh, I like that album.
What's not to like about that album, man?
I don't
I-
know.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
like,
on compilation.
I mean, the new song, the new
The
song.
only original song on it.
Maybe the song. That's what I was thinking of. The song. Maybe you didn't like the song, but
Oh, okay.
I did. And my London Choir Boys shout out.
Oh God.
so no reason at all.
All right, then I get to my number 2 off of their last album in tribute of the great Malcolm Young. And the song was a tribute to great Malcolm Young, Mist of Time off of Power Up. I think it was a great fucking song. Like Back in Black was to Bond. I picked that song also.
That was a good album,
Mist
too.
of Time, a
Solid
tribute to
album too, man.
solid
Yeah,
album,
yeah. Yeah.
It's like, man, you see all these bands coming out with shit albums, and ACDC just rolls on with a fucking whoa.
Like I said, you know what
Guns N' Roses, take note, Axel.
Yeah, you know what you're getting with ACDC. You know?
I don't want to hear old school or fucking absurd. I want to hear some Appetite fucking shit. Fucking Slash rocks harder than you right now. But that was my number 2 on side 2. What's your number 3 on side 2, Andy?
Yeah, I am going to stick to this album right here for those about to rock and go with Evil Walks.
Oh, that's a good song.
Evil
wow.
Walks behind you. Yes, dude. Evil Walks.
Evil walks beside you. Fucking great song.
Yeah.
And then
I think
what's
that
your-
was their only. I think that was their only number 1 album. I think.
for those about
Really?
to rock?
Huh.
Yeah, Back in Black never made it to number 1, but
That's a shock.
Well, I mean but you got to think about it. Back in Black became so huge that it's just set up the next album to be like number 1, bro. Everybody, went
Oh, yeah,
out
that's
and bought
true.
it,
Yeah.
So
What was that? 1980?
it was
Back in
1981.
Black,
Yeah, 81
1980.
was, and Back in Black was 80, and then now was 81 for
Yeah.
for those about to rock. So, just a little tidbit.
All right, so who,
Tidbits are always welcome, man.
Charles, what's your number 3?
My third favorite AC/DC song off my favorite AC/DC album, which is not Highway to Hell, it's Power Age. Riff Raff, baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to have that on your
Great
fucking
song.
compilation,
Great song.
man.
I knew one of you guys would pick it. Come on.
I picked it. It was my opening track.
Yeah. Yeah, that was his
See,
opening track.
that's why I don't say anything.
Got to have that on your compilation. Got to. Riff Raff.
Yes, Charles. Yes.
You're right. I
All
do.
right.
So
Go.
what's your number 3 or whatever track you're on now? You wouldn't
Back-
see the error.
Back to the Great Highway to Hell album. If you want blood, you got it. Fucking, I want you to bleed for me. Come on, man. When Bond says it, you're gonna do it. You know
His
what I mean?
lyrical,
So,
his lyrical best, in my opinion.
yeah, man. If you want blood, man, love it.
And that's where ACDC lost a lot, was in the lyrics. because when Brian Johnson came along, you know, he wasn't a lyricist like Bon Scott, so they missed those lyrics, you know.
He only wrote lyrics for Flick of the Switch and Back in Black, and it was all Malcolm and Angus after that. So
Yeah.
So that's yours, Al, and then we get to you. You're number 3 on side 2, Jerry.
Oh, shit. I'm behind here.
Title track, Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap.
Nice.
Fucking,
Yeah.
again, another fucking great riff that every guitar player probably knows. It's a great, powerful fucking hard rock tune of a great album.
You know what I want to You know what I want to get, man, is the I want to get the Australian issues of the albums with the different album covers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of those are actually pretty cool, man. And some of them have like different track listings and stuff like that. But they're kind of hard to find, man. It's tough. I mean, you're gonna pay like some money to get that stuff over here, you know. But I wish they would issue a box set like with all those original, like, you know.
No, that's a really good idea.
That'd be great, you know.
That's great packaging. It really is.
Yeah.
So that was your number.
You know,
3,
and you know,
Jerry?
and
Yep.
Dirty Deeds, real quick, man. That was that album wasn't available in America until 1981 after
After his
Bon had
death.
died.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah.
have to get that as an import, you know, here.
Yeah, I think that was a compilation for him, you know.
Well, yeah, because it was some of those songs were like on the earlier albums and shit like that, you know. So it was the track listings are all over. It was kind of like the Beatles and with the UK and the US editions. It's like kind of like, you know, all over the place. It's like real different, you know, some of them. So anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt there.
No problem. So that was your number 3 on side 2, Jerry?
Yep.
Okay, then my number 3 is from an album that gets a lot of shit, but I think it's like a cult kind of favorite right now. If I can fly on the Wall, I picked Sink the Pink.
Yeah, great song, dude. I love that song.
Love that fucking album. I love the title track too. It's a fucking great album. They had some cool videos for that, like in a bar, pool tables going. Fucking
I like
cool.
that album a lot, man.
It's a fucking great album, but I know it's not one of people's favorites by them.
No, you're right. It's not.
Yeah, so that's my number
I
3.
For me, that's their first album where they really start like having some filler on their album, though. You know, in my opinion. So
I could see that. I'm like Brian Davis. I love every ACDC.
I do too, man.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah, but the popularity started to come back with "Blow Up Your Video."
Yeah.
When it started to come back, because that was
Razor's Edge is when it really came back.
yeah, because that was the one right before Razor's Edge.
Yeah.
And then we get to your number 4 side 2, Andy.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to Back in Black. Rock and roll ain't noise pollution.
Great
Yes,
song.
sir.
I'm kind of surprised that hasn't been mentioned yet, has it? Rock and roll ain't
No.
noise.
Well, you know my
No.
answer, so I don't need to say it.
I'm the same way with that whole album. I mean, it's a great album. Don't get me wrong, but
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I have some CD bonus tracks. Maybe it might be on there.
Yeah. And then we got you, Charles. What's your number 4 on side 2?
The only ballad they ever made.
Right on.
From Dirty
Great
Deeds.
song.
Fucking love that song. It's got to be on there.
Fucking awesome. I
Angus
love that
playing
song.
some blues. He's playing some blues soloing on that. I mean,
I
tremendous.
don't think you'll see that on the Power Ballads album though. But you're right, it is.
It was on my Power Ballads album when we did the show.
It was.
It
That's
was.
right. Yeah.
Same riff as Jesus Just Left Chicago from ZZ Top. If you really think about it.
Wouldn't the Jack be almost like a ballad in a way, kind of?
Kind
Well,
of.
maybe not, but it's slow.
That's on If You Want Blood too, live album.
Sleazy,
The
sleazy
Jack.
blues, I would
Like,
say.
talk about a really good fucking ballad though. Song off this album.
Yeah, but Ride On is I've always loved that song. Whether it's on Dirty Deeds or Who Made Who,
Good
doesn't
tune.
matter. It's just a great song.
If we're gonna bring up the London Choir Boys, and I Won't Forget You by Poison is way better than that.
No, it's not.
Oh well, that I do need to agree with. I love that song about Poison. I won't forget you.
I would forget you. I will.
All right,
forget
so
you.
who am I at
Can
right
you
now? Is
stand the rain is better than that.
I love Nelson.
I know you do.
And who am I on right now? Jerry,
I
did we
don't
get
fucking
you?
know.
Ow. Ow.
Al, what's your number 4?
Back
Side
to my
chick.
favorite Power Ridge. Give me a
Oh
bullet.
man, god damn, man.
Give me a bullet. The
Jerry
fucking
feels
groove-
attacked.
the groove on that song is ridiculous. Like if that doesn't make your head move or like you're like just you're dead, man. So Jerry, pull that album up on fucking YouTube, whatever you
No, I
listen
know
to.
the album, dude. I know every song off it. I just don't own it.
But watch,
Well,
in a couple days, he's gonna be texting me. Go,
This was
oh my
more
god!
important at the time.
He goes, oh my god! You're right. Power Rage rules.
No,
you guys were
I
all right.
agree. I fucking agree. But
Yeah.
you know, I'm too fucking honest sometimes. That's just like, yeah, man, I got that alternate rule.
It's just a
It's like
right now.
it's like not having fair warning in your collection. What the
Yeah,
fuck is wrong with you,
exactly.
bro?
I have that one.
Well, it's like saying, "Well, I really don't have a TV right now, but it's coming."
All right, how many
Give me a
fucking
bullet,
guys
Power
have this in
Rage,
your
man.
fucking collection? All right,
God, you
Give me-
bought that?
dude, it's given to me for free, dude.
Well, I would burn it.
No, I'm collecting all of her albums because they're going to be worth.
Really?
The original ones are going to be worth a lot of money. I'm going to sell them. That's why.
Oh, that's a good thing to do, though. So
Give
then,
me a bullet.
Jerry, what's your number 4?
It's me again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah.
We're moving today,
All right,
baby.
I'm gonna see if you guys
Yeah,
can
we
guess
are.
it real quick. It starts out dun, 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 the bass line. Bam, bam, bam,
Live wire.
bam, bam, bam. Yeah, it's fucking great tune, dude. I
Live
fucking
wire,
love that
man.
song. One of the first songs that ever got me into ACDC.
High voltage is pushing highway to hell there, Jerry.
You know what? Hey, man, you know, I didn't have to go very far to come out with this album. Dude. I really didn't because, I mean, I could, like you guys said earlier, I could have made a 30-song fucking album.
Yeah.
When I think of ACDC, the best stuff is with Bond, dude. I can't help it.
It is.
So,
And then we get to me. I picked my off of For Those About to Rock, Care of the Devil, COD.
COD.
I fucking love the crunch of that fucking song, man. You know, a fucking great fucking
I
track.
knew you'd pick that one.
Huh?
I knew you'd pick that one.
Well, cool then. I'm glad if you guys could pick what I picked, because then maybe you shouldn't pick what I pick. But and then we go to you, Andy, your last track on side 2.
Last track on side 2 to close out this whole album. The way that AcDc closes off their shows. For those about to rock, we salute you. Fire!
I was fucking deaf as hell, man. That fucking, man, they were loud.
It'd be great if you
Great
actually
show.
had a. It'd be great if you actually had a cannon behind you right now and it blew off.
That one. That song.
Believe it or not, it was ACDC and the Scorpions, man, who were the fucking loudest concerts I've ever been to. They
Well, I was
actually
like-
come out.
David
my
Lee
ears
Roth's
ringing.
Skyscraper tour was fucking loud as fuck. My God, my ears are still ringing from that show.
Mine was ironically Motley Crue.
That's because you got a
Yeah,
brain
I-
hemorrhage.
But they had to be so loud to cover up that shitty music.
That's funny.
All right, so COD.
Joking,
then
Crue heads.
we got your last track for those about the rock. And Charles, what's your last track on side 2?
My favorite ACDC song of all time. Been covered a million times already on the episode tonight. And if it was in my world, you'd end the show with this fucking song. Bagpipes galore. It's a long way to the top. If you want
It's
to
a
rock
long
and
way to
roll,
the
it's
top.
my favorite fucking ACDC song ever. Period.
Can't argue that.
Easy
Yeah.
chords, easy to play. Just that's what rock and roll is all about, man. AED.
ACDC is not,
AED.
it's not complicated to learn on guitar. That's what's so cool about it, too.
Yes. It's just a great
There's
song. I love that video. I love the video with the little girls dancing around. With
Yeah.
those schoolgirl outfits on or whatever the hell
On
that
carrying around the bagpipes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
it's my favorite ACDC song, so it will always be on there, and that's how I close it.
And then we get to your closer inside too, Al.
Well, it's my favorite closer. I think it's one of the best closers on any ACDC album. I got to go with Night Prowler.
Oh,
Off of,
yeah.
Highway to Hell, dude. I mean, just such an ominous way and just such a. And then I think he ends it by saying "nanu nanu" or something like that, or "Shite pot."
No.
Come on,
But,
man. And
but
that, and listen, man, it's the last song that Bon ever recorded with them. I mean, that's kind of like for me. I got to go out with the album like that. Like the
Never
last
thought
song.
of it. Never thought of
You
it
know.
that way before.
Yeah, so Night Prowler, man, love that song.
and every time you hear that album, it ends with Night Prowler, and you want to hear it again. You want to hear more ACDC. You don't
Yeah.
want to stop. You want to put on another one.
I love the way like he sings that song. It's kind of almost cinematic. Like you can
Yeah.
actually when he sings,
Like
you're actually picturing this movie like in your mind, like what's going on and all that.
Yeah.
It's really that's a sign of a great like storyteller kind of
Yeah.
lyricist thing. Like it makes you actually, paints a picture in your mind. So for me,
And-
Night Prowler's a great way to end the album. So
And also, he sings it in a lower register,
yeah.
away from the high pitch, high voltage,
something that he doesn't do very often.
Yeah.
So
and he does it very well.
So what's your album
Really?
ender, Jerry?
Any of you guys wear earplugs to concerts?
No.
yeah, I do all the time.
Well,
I don't.
because of this fucking song right here, for those about to Rossi Salucci, I have to wear fucking earplugs every concert I go to. Andy's right. This has got to be the ender for fucking ACDC.
Yeah, that's a great one. It's a great one.
Seriously. Great fucking album. Like I said, I don't have too much Brian on there, but doesn't mean I don't like you, Brian. I think you're great, but Bond's just amazing.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sorry I don't own fucking Power Rangers. I feel like an ass. I feel like a dick.
As you
Maybe
should.
Mark will help me out.
And then
But
we
yeah,
get
that's
to
my album, and this was a lot of fun, man. I enjoyed this one.
yeah,
I don't know if y'all have noticed my shirt, but it's got a bunch of different ACDC, like different posters, different concert
cool.
posters.
That's cool as hell, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'd just say, shout out to the fucking genius that came out with this idea. Who was it?
was
that
Charles.
was me.
Oh,
I think that was me.
Yeah, Charles has brought the ratings up, man. Thank you, Charles. We
Oh,
jumped
this
the
is
shark,
me. What are you
right?
talking about? I
We
came out
jumped the
with this.
shark, man. We jumped the fucking shark, but I need to
No,
get
but
to my
seriously.
album closer.
Now, one more thing. But seriously, man, it's fucking one of the best rock and roll bands ever in history.
Oh yeah.
This was a joy to do, and it was fun to do, and I'm glad you guys are here to do it with us. So, take us out, Mark.
Well, I'm not done yet, dude. And then my album
talking
closer
about.
is fucking. If you don't know me by now, you don't know me at all, right? Have a
Yeah,
drink
okay.
on me.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's a Mark song.
fucking album closer
Have
for
20
me.
drinks. Have 20 drinks on you.
Yeah, I finished this whole glass of fucking rum. I think it's rum.
I expected March to have a few.
Oh, was it less than 6 ounces, Mark?
No, it was like 10. Mark Dowley's going, drinking game. Whatever. But have a drink on me, man. And we get to our bonus track. What's your bonus tracks, Andy?
I've got 2 bonus tracks, one from each singer. The first one by Bon Scott, Problem Child. I don't think that one was mentioned.
No.
And, the second bonus track is going to be by Brian Johnson, Thunderstruck.
Nice.
Love that song too. Hey, I've been meaning to ask you, Charles, what years did you live here in Houston?
From 2005 to about 2016.
Oh, wow. Okay. For that long? I didn't know you were here for that long.
Yeah.
All right, Charles, what's your bonus tracks?
Every other song by ACDC I didn't pick. Just listen to
There you
old
go. That's a good
discography.
one.
That's a good one.
That's about right.
That's a good
Everything
one.
else.
Al, what's your bonus tracks?
I got 5 since I'm doing a CD. The CD era is 80 minutes. So no, I got Heat Seeker, great track. Charles mentioned that one. Actually, for those about to rock, it's got to be on there. Sink the Pink, you mentioned that one, Mark. Great song. Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution. Andy mentioned that one. I had to put that one in. And another one from my favorite Brian era album, Flick of the Switch. This House is on Fire. I think it's a great song, man. You know, great groove to that, and killer riff. Like every other AC song has killer fucking riffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are my 5.
All right. So Jerry, John Frashida, what do you got? 50, 60 this week bonus track?
No, I've only got 6.
Oh, okay.
I got Down Payment Blues from fucking Power Rangers. I didn't mention.
Thank
I
you.
got Thunderstruck from the Razor's Edge, Walk All Over You from Highway to Hell, Problem Child on Dirty Deeds, Whole Lot of Rosie to be rock, and the fucking one of the best movie soundtracks ever, Big Gun from the fucking Last Action Hero soundtrack.
Oh
Love
yeah,
that song.
that's a good track. Big.
Again, another song that people didn't like, but I like it. So,
I love that song.
Oh yeah, with a riff on that.
another fucking great
That whole
Angus
album rules.
The whole
That
album's
whole
great.
album rules. Even
Yeah.
9 Arm, because there's no Rick Allen drum.
Right.
Queensryche is on there too. Really good.
Tesla,
Real World.
all kinds of bands.
Yeah,
I love
Tesla's
that.
Last
I
Action
love the
Hero.
Alice in Chains song
Yeah.
on there. What the
What
hell?
They have
hell?
2 of them. They have
What
2
the
of
hell
them
is
on
that?
that. They have 2 of them on that soundtrack. Great soundtrack. And then my bonus track is Touch Too Much, and that's it because I only went for 1. But like Charles said, I could pick every other AC/DC song.
Yeah,
Play
I can't
Ball,
top that remark. That's a
or
good one.
anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with him. It's like I don't think there's a bad AC/DC album. There might be songs you don't like, but it's not like you're going to skip them. That's the difference. You'll listen to it in the context of an album.
Oh yeah.
It's like, this is an amazing band. But what I want to tell you guys is to Charles, promote us.
Well, let's get out there and get on that YouTube channel, everybody. Mark and Jerry with Charles, and get them views up. We're picking it up. Let's pick it up even more.
And to all our new, I'm sorry, Charles, go ahead and finish, man.
But no, go ahead.
I was just say to all our new members, man, if you're listening, subscribe to this page, man. We have over 600 followers, something like that.
Yeah,
We have that many.
yeah.
Come on,
On the
guys,
page,
follow our YouTube page, man. Get us up there, dude.
subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. Very important
Yeah,
for the algorithm.
you can even tell us that we suck, and we still love you. So go ahead.
Yeah, we'll read your sucky comments on the air. And all the people, all the fans on the page, we thank you for you guys being on the page. Thank you for giving us input. We like your giving us interactive stuff. And Mark Dolly, Eric Swinson, Keith Ashcraft, and Ron Vanover, and all those people that always are on our page. Thank you guys for being on there. If I forgot you, I fucked up and I suck. Remind me if I didn't mention your name on here. That means you're listening and you got this far on the episode. But we will let Jerry thank our guest, man.
Man, it's always glad to have you two fucking on. Like I said, man, having you two on is like having a fucking musical encyclopedia, man. I learn shit every week from you two. I enjoy Andy being on the football show. What a great idea that was. Al, man, you're freaking awesome, dude. I love hearing stories about people that you meet. And I love your pictures, dude. Keep posting them.
Thank you. Thank you, man.
You guys are just, thank you for being part of our show.
Thank you for
thanks
always
for
inviting
being
me, man. I appreciate you guys very much.
Yeah,
Thank
I do too.
Thank you. Now we need Andy, pimp your stuff, man.
Yeah, next Wednesday it's going to be on the Black Spinner Circle. It's going to be album releases of January 2023 for this past month. We're gonna talk about the new albums that were released this past month. Then the week after that, I'm gonna have a guest on the Black Spinner Circle. His name is I always forget his name. It's Sean Benfield. He's a country artist, and he's going to be talking about his latest album and about his influences. I've talked to him a couple of times through Messenger. He's a pretty cool guy, man, and He plays lead guitar on this album. I'll put up on a messenger if y'all want to, and his new album is available on all streaming places. So that's what I got going on for the next 2 weeks, and of course, our football show with me and Jerry doing the Gridiron Smackdown.
And then
On
Charles,
Tuesdays.
any last words, buddy?
No, check out an album I discovered today. If you guys like listening to newer music, a band named Eline, I think they're called Eleine.
Love them. It's like acoustic death metal.
Yeah,
It's cool.
the album's called Acoustic in Hell, and it's totally metal, but all acoustic. But I mean, they have previous albums that
Yeah.
are metal, electric instruments, but this is kind of like their best
That's
song
interesting.
all done acoustically.
Love
And
it. Love it.
They're from Mark's favorite country, Sweden. So he may not dig it that much, but beautiful girl singing in the group.
Beautiful voice.
Yes, really good. If you like, there's a little bit of that growling, but it's the guy. The girl just sings, and she's got a great voice. Check it out. I really enjoyed that album.
And you loved her hair swinging everywhere, right?
Who doesn't?
Exactly.
Who doesn't love a girl banging her head, fucking doing?
I
this
know,
shit?
it's amazing,
Come on
right?
now, man.
Excellent. It's a 30-minute album, so it's like eight songs.
Nice.
So,
It's really
Check it
good.
out.
I'm serious. It really is.
So Al, pimp your stuff, man.
I got nothing really going on, man. Just go to my YouTube channel, go to my Facebook page, Be Cool to Be Podcast out, subscribe. And I'm almost at, I think, 1,800 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So it's growing, man. It's cool. So
So if you
Good.
guys
What is
subscribe to his page, subscribe to us.
Yeah.
We'll take some of you guys.
yeah, please subscribe to these guys too. I'm gonna be starting actually I'm gonna be doing some shows with my daughter. I'm gonna start a new segment on my channel called Knowledge Nerds. It's just gonna be me and her pontificating about like stuff that we love and
Oh wow.
nerding out on like video games and bands and stuff like that.
I
So
would
hopefully
I
It's
would
gonna be
fucking
cool, yeah.
love to do that. I would love to do that with my daughter, man. I would.
and she's
fucking
down.
love
She's
it.
down with it. So the first episode might be this Sunday. If we get around to filming it, we'll do it this Sunday, and it's just going to be filmed as a video, and then I'm just going to put it on my YouTube channel. I don't think I'm going to be doing it live, but I don't know. Maybe I will. I don't know. Who knows? So,
Awesome.
but check that out. Knowledge Nerds with K, 2 Ks.
All right, Jerry, any last words, buddy?
Nah, man. Like I said, dude, and you guys, I love doing the show. Thank you for including me. I'm not even up to you guys' level. Or
Oh,
any of
shut
you
the
guys,
fuck
but
up.
I'm getting there slowly. I'm getting there slowly.
You're awesome,
Stop
Jerry.
rating yourself,
But,
dude. You're
awesome.
like, we're all even here, man.
You
It's
know,
like, no,
you
it's
know-
like every fucking show I do with you guys, and I guess
need
on
to
you guys' show, I'm like, fuck, how come I didn't know? How come I don't own fucking Power Reach? You know, come on, man. You know,
you need to get Power Rage, man. Come on.
Well, we discussed a couple things today about the podcast that I keep trying to do for the last 2 years. And hopefully there's some good traction on that finally going to happen. I talked to Charles and Mark about that today. We'll talk about more about it again in the future. But I love you guys, and thank you very much for including me in all this.
Nah, dude, you rule, man.
I am the one who is on.
Nah, you're great. But if you guys want to check out another podcast, check out the Freeform Rock podcast on every Friday on Podbean and Apple Podcasts. Check us out. Me and Lee are fucking hilarious. We're drunker than any other fucking podcast on there. Charles can attest to that. We are fucked up before we go on the air. So if you like talking in cursive, check out our podcast and also check out our videos. Because we're usually fucked up in the videos. We're just mouthing off.
When aren't you, though, Mark? Come on now.
Dude, I haven't drank since Sunday. Today's Thursday. So there you go, man. I'm not a drunk. I'm a show drunk.
So drunk.
All right. Make sure to subscribe, like us, share our stuff. And we always give the fans a voice on this show. So join our Facebook group. Follow us, whatever you want to do, because we're always interactive. We always talk to everybody. I think we talk, I'm not saying you two, but I think we talk to the fans or the people on the group more than more than any other podcast. I don't
We
think
do a good job.
I don't see Eddie Trunk talking to every fucking single fan, but he's got thousands. We only got like 500, 600. So, but talk to us, man. We're there, man. I try to like every comment. Even if I don't like it, I'll like it because you commented. So thank you. But let's get the fuck out of here, guys. Thank you,
All right,
guys.
everybody.
And, well, I just
See
want to
ya.
say next week,
Okay.
we're going to do like a top, what is it, 11 Kiss 80 songs with Chris Sinzak. He's going to be the only one on the guest on the show next week. He's going to promote Rockin' Pod. So we want him to have a platform for that.
Yeah,
Even though,
that's awesome.
so and
Awesome,
then
man.
the week after that, me and Charles and Jerry will get together, talk about what we're going to do. But next week it'll be on a Wednesday because I have to work late on Thursday. So thank you guys.
We do have a priest episode on the back burner sometime, don't we?
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
from somebody who's in Facebook jail at the moment. So,
Yeah, that'll be to be announced. All right.
Yeah.
Thank
That'd
you
be a fun
guys,
one.
man. You guys have a good night. Charles, man. It was a shorter show. Right on. All right,
Oh,
later,
wow, it's
guys.
only
And thank
10:30.
you.
All
Huh?
right, later.
Later. Bye.
Dude.
Good night, guys.
guys. Peace.
Peace.
Cheers.